Hi.
What's up, guys? Oh boy, yeah. Maybe I should have mentioned that. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming this. We should have Holly, ThatBlueNumber, an assassin, joining us. I don't know if Damarco's gonna be here, but I'm gonna be here looking at Destin Legary and John Lennon. Wait, that's not John Linneman. Who is that? I forgot his name. Letter. Anyway, shout out to everyone in chat, the people that are lurking. Hello to you too. Lotus, Esprit, Moose1, Nerds and Other Legends, Jax82. State of Play, they have to wow me today. Lowering my expectations. This is going to be good. Yeah, brother. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure you guys have seen the fake lists that are coming out. Like Last of Us Part 1.5 remastered remake, stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I did see something that might be real, and it was pretty underwhelming. So I'm sorry, Jax. If it's real, then I'm so sorry. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. I might have just been talking this whole time, for no reason here. Could I come up a bit? Let me see. Check 11221111. Sorry, I'm trying to listen to myself through the. I could probably turn down this music. No, I sound good. Let's turn this down just a little bit. Here we go. Let me know how that sounds, nerds. You hate watching? That's okay, man. At least you're honest. You know, at least you're honest with yourself. What do you guys want to see? Like, what would I already know? Ghost of Tsushima 2.5. They just skip. What if Ghost of Tsushima 3 gets announced? They just skip 2. That'd be great. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I don't know what these guys are talking about. I can turn this on if you guys want. It's like turn the sound on. I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
It will look fine on a 4K screen.
They do look
but
fine.
with the additional GPU horsepower, they'll be
they're talking
the
about PS
resolution
Pro,
as well. So,
PS5
I'd
Pro.
imagine those 720p base resolution games on PS5.
This is so
they'll
much
be like
nerd talk.
900
I can't even handle it. No offense, nerds and other legends. I'm just not smart enough to understand what the hell they're talking about. But yeah. Oh, good. Thank you, Lotus. Tsushima 2, please. Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. I hope that they would. They won't, but I would hope that they would release it at least day and date on PC and PlayStation. Their first party titles. That's what I'm hoping at least. One can only hope. Man, this looks good though. This. Let me make sure. This is top 4K. No, there we go. Oh man, just look at Destin's 1080p face. Isn't that wonderful? Very sultry. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out. It might just be me. It shouldn't just be me. I think Holly's coming at some point. At some point. I don't know. Do you guys think we're gonna see anything like I don't know. Let's see, God of War. When did Ragnarok come out? That was 2022, right? I think it was 2022. I don't know. You think we're gonna? I don't think we're gonna see anything God of War.
Did you call my name?
Atreus. I did. Listen, you know who that is, ladies and gentlemen. That is Holly. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna have to do some stuff. So to get your face
do some
on
things.
Here. Yep, I gotta do some things. I think I can just bear with me here.
I have to punch out of work, so.
Boom. Boom. Oh, look at that. Okay, I think I'm doing this right. Chat, you're just gonna have to bear with me as I do things. Let me see. Shoop.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody wants a Bloodborne remake and a Bloodborne 2. That's what everybody wants.
Oh man, can you imagine?
That's the impossible dream.
God.
But that will not happen.
That will not happen.
Which is so crazy because
right
FromSoft has been like, quit bugging us. It's all PlayStation. That's like, it's their IP. We would love to do it. They haven't done it. So, chat, I don't know if you have an opinion on a Bloodborne remake or Bloodborne 2 or both or don't care at all.
I feel like people that don't even like or have played Bloodborne want Bloodborne 2. It's like people want Half-Life that they've never
tried to play Bloodborne.
I did too.
Bloodborne
I never even got out of the little town.
Very difficult. It's the freaking wolf, man.
Yeah,
the first room.
Yeah, I remember.
I hate your namesake.
Yeah, I tried to I fought that thing forever, and then I rolled past.
I think it's kind of like an.
You can just run away from it.
I think it's kind of like an Elden Ring with the dragon, not dragon. Sorry, the Erd Tree.
Oh, the Golden Knight
boss dude. You know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's like that, right? Where it's an overpowered boss to freak you out on purpose, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Game Seeker, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
A price drop. That's a good ask.
Yeah, that would be good.
Also gonna. Lotus, I tried House Flipper #1 this weekend. I see the appeal. It desperately needs better graphics and a little easier gameplay. But I assume 2 took care of that.
Nerd said, I think we're getting an Astrobot remake. Can you imagine?
Did you see the leak today?
the list?
I'll play it again. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So apparently Astrobot is
Slipper
on
2
the
is better.
list in some way. So
I'm not quite sure why. I mean,
What-
everybody should buy and play that game. It's amazing, but
I don't know, maybe like PSVR, because Astrobot was like, that's how it wasn't that how it came about? Like it was in Astro's Playroom, and that was I can't remember.
Playroom originally. Then they had a VR game. Oh,
Okay.
yay! You finally beat the monkey. It gets much worse.
Oh, Astrobot.
I'm glad though. You didn't give up. Very, very glad.
Here, let me
It's
move
an
my
amazing
face
game.
down a little bit, just so people can see the time that we have left, so you're not wondering. There you go. There you go.
You watching the IGN feed?
Oh, I don't know where else to go. Is there another one?
Ooh, brother. Ooh.
I don't want to be here. I don't like it here.
Kidding.
I don't.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. IGN is fine.
Well,
and
is there, like,
Richard and Destin are very cool people.
Lead letter?
I don't know. I led better, just like the Pearl Jam song.
Oh, lead letter. Lead letter.
Led better.
Okay.
Are we going to watch the PlayStation feed when
Yeah.
we watch?
Well, let me just
Okay.
do that.
That's what I have pulled up.
Okay, let me see.
It's just on a blank.
PlayStation.
It's just on the. It's
Oh.
just on the state of play green right now. There's nothing like happening.
So, and it's just upcoming 6 p.m., right? That's what you're talking about? Yeah. I think that's what I'm seeing. Not like nothing's happening.
5 p.m. Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at that. We're right there at the top, which is funny because... okay. There it is, guys. Here, we can stare at this. We can stare at this forever. Oh, wait, we can't be seen. Oh, man, I love... Fuck, yes, I love... I remember how much of an issue this was because I have to hover over like this to be seen. Oh, boy, this takes me back. Yeah, chat, remember this? Now, I had everything working just fine. I have no idea. I have no idea why. I love it here. I love it here so much. Assassin currently just got home, just getting settled in. He'll be here soon. Fantastic. You're good, man. We got some time. Oh, I like how just randomly. Nope. No idea.
This is fun.
Yeah, this sucks. Well, you probably can't see what's happening, but this is like the thing that absolutely sent me off the edge.
No, we can.
Oh man, this shit sent
We
me
see everything.
absolutely off the edge last time.
You know you're sharing your whole screen, right? Just so
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
Okay.
It's all good.
No
It's all
problem.
good. Man, there ain't nothing there. Let's see, I don't have anything. Yeah, it's all good.
No.
Well, hey, chat. What list are you guys talking about? There was there was the funny list, and that wasn't real, and then there's the probably real list that got leaked via PlayStation Tokyo Japan store.
Japan.
Yeah, and it's titled State of Play, and it has the list of all the things, and I can tell you one of them is Last of Us, and it's a remaster. So I don't know. That's how. I don't know. Like, I saw that and I was like, this could be real. And oh, look, it just decides to work for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But yeah, so I don't know. Like, whenever I see that, I'm just like, it could just be people running away with what's most likely going to happen. I don't know.
It looks like a very potentially valid list.
Yeah.
But what
And
that
if
means,
it's true,
that's kind of
then it's
a
gonna
dud
suck.
of a show.
Yeah, exactly. So, spoiler
Sorry.
chat. We've
Sorry.
seen the list. We won't say what's there, but
I
if
want it
it's
to be
true-
good.
Yeah. They're like, and one more thing. Last of Us is coming to Xbox in 10 years.
The
didn't
Horizon
see
Zero
anything.
Dawn remaster of a remaster.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw on the list it was Horizon Forbidden East. I don't know why that cracked me up.
Yep.
Assassin said, I accidentally saw one of the leaked games from Reddit. That's what I get for looking at memes. Yeah. 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 Well, listen. I mean, I'm
Again,
always
it's
open.
speculation.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm always open to being excited. I don't know what that means, but I'm always open to being happy. But these state of plays have not been good.
There were. Something tells me the funny list will be more interesting. I think you're
really
right.
was. It really was. Can you bring that up? I'm afraid to touch things on my computer right now.
Yeah.
Just read them off for
but
chat.
I don't know how to. Okay.
You can just read it off.
Well, there was There's Astrobot, The Last of Us Part 1. There's a little symbol underneath that looks like the PlayStation Plus logo, but I don't know what that would have in reference to, because The Last of Us Part 1 has been on PlayStation Plus before for you to add to your library and own. So I'm not sure. Stellar
Hang on.
Blade.
Are you reading the real list? Well, that might be real.
Yeah, might be real.
Okay, wait.
Don't know for sure. Might be
Don't.
real. Do you not want me to read that
No,
list?
I want you to read the funny list. Do you have that?
Oh.
The much more
No,
interesting
I don't have
list.
the funny list. I don't care about the jokes. I care about the real stuff. No, I'm kidding. I don't.
No, but I mean,
Where was that at?
If we,
I don't think I saw the funny list.
I don't know. I just don't want to spoil it for chat because I've seen it. I think a spoiler
Okay,
if
that's
we
fine.
can get is to tell chat if it's true.
None of the things I said were a big deal yet.
Yeah,
So
you just said
if
like what was.
you stopped me at the right time.
Yeah, you like The Last of Us. Like we're gonna see Last of Us Part 1 and 2 remake, remastered, reimagining, Dreamland version. Joel's really alive version.
They're gonna pull out the Men in Black neuralizer on the screen, and everybody's gonna forget that those were ever a thing, and then we'll just play
Just
them
keep
like they're
selling
brand
them
new.
over and over. I mean,
Yeah.
that'd be fine. I would love to forget Last of Us 2, so that'd be great.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry, chat. Listen,
You know,
if
and you
guys
forget
love that
something,
game-
but you get that feeling of dread around something because you know something's not right.
Yep.
If that could stay, so that I don't relive it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
Exactly.
I really hate that game.
Yeah, man, that game, and guys, for chat, it was just a story that we
Personal.
just did not like at all. The gameplay, the visuals, everything impeccable, perfect, wonderful in every way. The story just ruined that. It overshadowed. Ah, man, I've never played a game in my life. That was the one time. Well, that's not entirely true, but in like the back of my mind, the whole time I'm playing, I'm like,
Actively hate
what
played
if this
that.
is like? Yeah,
I
I'm
hate
like,
this.
what
I
if-
hate
what
this.
if-
I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. The
Yeah,
whole time.
like every chapter, I'm like, this can't get worse. It's really getting worse. This game is getting worse as I'm playing it. The story, oh man. Anyway, but it's okay.
At the point when the story flips, do you know how many times I died because I didn't want to do the thing they were trying to make you do? I was just like, no,
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to do that. I
Yep.
don't want to do that.
Yep.
And I just let myself die. I was like, do I continue or do I just leave it alone? Right? Like it was like legitimately one of those things where I was like, I could stop playing right now and be totally fine to never know what happens. Like,
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Oh man, I can't wait to hear what Assassin is excited about. He's gonna be the. Monad just showed up and said, "You'll have to speak up. I just got out of the shower. I'm only wearing a towel." Well, good. You should
What does
stay
that have to
that
do with
way.
your ears?
He's got his towel. Oh, I get it. He's got the towel wrapped around his head, so it's covering his ears. He's just walking around like that,
Oh,
which is great. It's a great way to.
That's a
it's
good
great
one.
way to live.
that's a good one.
A nerd says, "I think Sony should innovate with a happy dad walking simulator. That would be great. Just walking around with your son, holding hands."
I want to
oh
play
my
baby
God.
steps. I want to play baby steps. I know everybody makes fun of baby steps, but I thought it looked really good.
Is that what is that? Is that real?
That's the goofy one with the guy with the awkward physics that started their showcase last year. And he had like a dad bod, and he had the weird, those like kind of like Fall Guy physics, not Fall Guy.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. No, it is
Kind of
kind
like
of Fall
Gang
Guys.
Beast physics, but
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Where like you're like top heavy and you're kind of like whoa. Yeah.
yeah, and your legs, you have to move each leg, and yeah.
Right. That was what was the other one?
Everybody makes fun of it, but I think it looks great.
Octodad.
Infinity Nikki. Oh,
Isn't that what it was called?
I didn't play that. Human
My-
Fall Flat is what I was thinking of originally.
Oh yeah.
Not Fall
Yeah,
Guys.
Yeah.
Human Fall Flat.
There's so many fall games. I don't know. I think out of all the things here, so by the way, I've decided, speaking of Sony games, Silent Hill 2, everyone, is coming to Xbox. And for some reason, it just completely got totally and utterly buried by people that just don't want to talk about
I
it.
wonder why.
Yeah, and so it is coming to Xbox. It's a timed exclusive. So I'm not going to be getting that in 2 weeks like I was planning on getting on PC. I'm just going to wait. There's way too much stuff coming out. So I was going to buy that and like stream it because I thought that would be a perfect game to stream. But I just don't think it's I'll just wait. Wait for it to come to my preferred platform. But I am really excited about that. Every time we watch one of these, I just have no idea what to be excited for, because PC day and date is not necessarily guaranteed.
Oh.
So.
Oh,
there goes the thing.
they started a countdown.
There we go. I can finally do this.
9.5 minutes.
All right.
Assassin, you have 9 minutes to get here.
Hopefully this music isn't too loud and it's just chilling everyone out. I predict this show will be shit. Yeah. Ghost of Tsushima 2, Assassin says, it's been 4 years. Please, Sucker Punch. Yes. Yeah. I guess that would be the thing to really get me excited. But man, that game how long did it take? That took 6 years to come to PC? Right? Ghost of Tsushima 20 oh no, hang on. I'm sorry. No, 2020. I wanted to say 2018. No, it came out July 2020. I remember because that was one of the worst days of my life. Yeah, so it took 4 years to come to PC. That's great. So I don't know. Herman Holst? I always forget everyone's name. Who's the guy? Who's the villain guy? The new guy at PlayStation. He's one of the CEOs.
Herman.
Oh, it is Herman?
Herman and Hiroki Totoki are co-presidents now. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess I was right. Look at that. Yeah.
And Mark Cerny is Mark Cerny is Dana Carvey tech guy.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, that guy cracks me up. Oh, man. Not trying to be rude. Yes, we are going to move off. We are. Yes. What I do is I'll give you an example. What I'm going to do.
Rude.
I'm going to be. How dare you ask a reasonable question? I'm going to be like this small, and I'm going to be up here. Is that okay with you? Okay. No, and I'm joking too. I'm not trying to be an a-hole. Pop myself back here. But yeah, we're just going to minimize ourselves, and we will minimize the talking as well whenever the time comes.
Unreal says perfect. That was perfect. So
Thank you. You're perfect, Unreal. Unreal Player 89. Hey, if you're new here,
Player.
why don't you subscribe and join us every Tuesday for our live show? You might already be. I don't know. Maybe you're one of the people that lurk. I'd love to see new people pop up and chat, because I know there's a lot of people that just watch and don't comment or anything, but I do appreciate you guys being here.
Which is fine.
Yeah, it's totally fine. I actually did that for years, and I remember the first I got I can't remember. I think it was like Game Informer or something. It was years and years ago, and I commented, and they actually responded. I was like, oh, like about threw my phone across the room. It was great. So I used to be a lurker until I
used to watch RDX for years and never joined the chat because I was so intimidated.
Yeah. Yep. And then you talk to them and you're like, huh, you're a person. Yeah. Can't wait for them to come back.
Would you look at it?
Because then once RDX returns, watch RDX come back and they decide to keep doing their show on Tuesdays, but it starts at 6 p.m. I'd be like, fuck! because we had to position the podcast after Cult Show on Monday and right before RDX started at 8 o'clock. So it was a great way to stay in shape.
I don't think RDX is coming back.
Yeah. I know you probably know things too.
I think dealers living the good life.
Yeah. Let me just pull your face back. There we go.
Assassino.
Yes.
What's up, Big Papa?
Yeah, I've been listening for the past few minutes. Yeah. Red, there is no actual confirmation it's coming to Xbox, right? Same with Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Yeah, it's a timed exclusive.
It is, but so is Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, hey, that's a fair point.
I would get it later this year on sale for PC, but because there is no guarantee. Like there's no guarantee that.
And when they do, it's like, hey, this is on sale. It's $2 cheaper, and it's like, fuck.
No, I said on Steam, because Steam definitely goes on sale, not PlayStation.
That's true.
And plus, it's Konami,
And if
not
you use
Sony.
Epic, you get the money back.
Yeah.
Epic is actually Damarco and I both kind of prefer Epic because you get that cash back.
Yeah, I remember him saying
Balance.
he
Alright.
spent like $300 and got like 120 back or something. I don't know, something like that, which was awesome.
All
I
right,
love
setting
that.
expectations.
It's worth it.
No Resident Evil, no Kingdom Hearts, no big games like that. It's just gonna be ports, remasters,
Yeah.
AA, and maybe and just
A DLC
just
or
remaster.
two.
Yeah, the DLC. I'll be shocked if there's no Spider-Man 2 DLC by this point. I'll be
Hey.
shocked.
Game
Do you-
thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. $5 super chat. He wants to know, how did y'all meet and decide to do a podcast together? Assassin, do you want to?
That's a funny story. So I think it
you got
was.
You
4
have
minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
So I met Red and someone else who shall not be named. We met through X&C. Colt invited us all to a Xbox party, and me and Red got to talking. He wanted to jump into the YouTube content creation. We were talking about doing a podcast. So the three of us decided to do it. We had one of my old friends do it for a couple episodes. I think it was December before last. But we didn't really start picking up steam until Damarco hopped on, and once, who vanished without a trace, Holly decided to jump in with us. Crazy lot. And it's been that way ever since. And I'm glad to have such good friends.
Yeah, man. That's pretty much the gist of it. Yeah, like, I met Assassin in chat, and I said, here's my gamer tag. Talk to me. And jumped into a party chat with him and the one who shall not be named. And then we started there. And
Lord
actually...
Voldemac.
One of the very first...
Great.
We didn't live stream it, but one of the very first time we live reacted to something together, it was the Game Awards. I think it was 2022.
Yeah.
I think that's... Yeah, we saw Hades 2, Elden Ring 1 Game of the Year. Yeah, it was 2022, yeah. That's when we talked about it, but we didn't start until January 2023. Like, full on, let's do this. Let's make it happen.
And
So
I was,
technically,
Oh, nice.
if we were a
My year
TV show,
anniversary's coming up.
yeah.
Sorry.
If we were a TV show, we are technically in season 2.
yeah.
Season 3 premiere in actually 3 months. Right when the Game Awards comes back around.
Damarco was a rare acquired. We acquired him. I was helping another channel called Lorefield. They were doing a lot of Starfield content. They were like the only Starfield podcast, and I actually created my Twitter account just to message them to ask them if I could help them. So that's actually why I have a Twitter account, the same Twitter account that I have now. And long story short, I guessed it on their show. It did a lot of voice work for some projects that I actually would like to re-release that on my channel. And then they got on a guest, Damarco dude, and Damarco and I hit it off really quickly. And before you know it, he was on. And Holly, I do not remember how you got on. I don't even remember. I think I was just like, hey.
Didn't Holly like jump in after some things were going on behind the scenes on Risk It for the Lose It podcast or something?
I can't remember. I really can't remember.
Well, we have 45 seconds to say. So I was on the Infinite podcast, and I've been friends with Colt for a while, and I think through party chat we met once or twice. Did you come on Infinite once?
That's what it was. Yeah. It was during Assassin's Creed
And then you
Mirage.
asked me to guess.
Yes.
You asked the other who shall not be named, to guest on your show.
Is there another?
Please don't ever
And then-
invite me, because I will just make fun of Brisket's name the whole time.
Okay. All right. Real
Here
quick,
we go.
Here we go. Let me turn
7
this
seconds.
Wait, which channel are we watching it from?
PlayStation.
Sony.
And chat, let me know as we go through this. Just let me know about audio for the showcase. I want to make sure everyone can hear it. And okay.
Okay. What are we starting off with? Okay.
Oh, okay, that's pretty.
Okay. Okay.
That's pretty funny.
Oh my. We just platinum this, Holly.
Yeah.
Look, Sony, if you want to do multiplayer right, put in a co-op mode, like Super Mario Party, but with Astrobot. That way me and Holly can just bash each other.
Right.
Come on, it's right there.
The Helldiver is so good.
Eve Stellar Blade and the Helldiver.
The Helldiver is so good. Oh, that's Stellar Blade too. That was Stellar G.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicholas Ducey, the studio head at Team Asobi. We couldn't be happier with the reception to Astrobot and to see how much joy Astro is bringing to homes all around the world. On behalf of Team Asobi, thank you so much.
You
Now,
guys
we
made
still
a
have a
great
few
game.
surprises up our sleeves. Today's trailer was a sneak peek at a DLC we'll release later this year at no additional cost. We'll have more to share soon. But for now, let's enjoy the state of play.
Good music.
Listen to me, burnt one. If you're intending to walk the midnight walk, you
right.
better be sure to keep your spark safe and burning.
While I was in the black, I had a dream.
Oh look,
There
it's
was a
first person.
monster
Red will
in the
love this.
woods. And on you go, like a moth into the burning light. Thank you.
Who took the sun away?
Little soul, you charming little wanderer, where are you off to now?
And so it was that the burnt one and a small flame took a wander down the midnight walk.
That looks incredible.
Looks really good. I love how it's called Midnight something, and it has the stop motion just like Midnight. What's the other one for Xbox? Fox Midnight.
No idea. Oh, Damarco might like it in VR.
I don't remember
too.
when it happened.
Not my cup of tea, but glad
I
you guys
remember
like it.
how I felt.
Oh.
Father told us to hide when they came to our house. Then took him away. Mother said I couldn't play outside anymore. Everyone had fled. She said the country was sick. But we would be okay.
This.
Mother always said monsters didn't exist. I thought they lived under my bed. We were both wrong. They live inside our heads.
Ooh,
What the hell is this?
this looks good too.
Whoa, what? Okay. Is this another Souls-like? Yo! This looks like a cool-ass Souls-like, not gonna lie. Bro, people complain that there's too many Souls-like. I think there's not enough. From Software has such a grip on the market. We need other people to join in.
This looks really cool. It's like Death Stranding, like World War II tech, but like
Looks like Devil May
fantasy.
Cry, Silent Hill had a baby with a Souls-like.
Yeah, that looks really cool. I just love the
It looks good.
It's
cyberpunk
really good.
type of vibe.
My story
Oh, from
is a tale
Nacon.
of
Okay.
heroes rewritten by nuclear fire.
Here, we have too many games as it is.
Oh, this is for VR.
Just
Hey, Santa!
Hey, Damarco.
Yana,
PSVR
something
2.
happened. She's in no state to be
Oh,
wandering
God.
out in the metro alone. I need to go after her.
Metro.
Their bodies.
You wanna know
arranged
something
in
crazy?
Some sort of ritual. Please, just let Yana be all right.
It's been 5 years since
What
I
is
read
that?
this.
I keep hearing other voices on the radio.
It was 2019.
You
Yeah.
said there were people
It's
there.
been 5 years.
This would be
Did you
so
not hear
scary
any
in
of
VR.
that? Yana, is that you?
I'd rather play the Alien game.
I'm
in
seeing
VR.
things. Hearing things. I feel
I would
like I'm
see
losing my
myself either
mind.
way.
Sometimes we need to become the thing we fear
Ollie, are you a horror fan in the first place?
to prevent something worse.
Yes.
All
Resident
right.
Evil's one of my favorite franchises.
And that's gonna flop, unfortunately. No one bought the PSVR.
Barely. November 7th.
So, how did it feel to learn the truth about the Night
Cacao
Sky
Games.
tragedy? Long ago,
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I thought
you
that was the Witcher
humans
first.
slaughtered each other
I thought it was.
until the whole
Why does this
world
look like the
lay
Witcher? This looks like the
ruins.
exact same shot.
And yet, you have been granted another chance in Auroria. It must be the will of your beloved Mother Goddess. However,
Oh, Freya.
I still have no trust
sound
in your
familiar?
kind.
Yeah, it's just... It's like a... Your own character kind of thing? Oh, multiplayer! Multiplayer
Prove
Souls-like.
yourself.
Okay. Alright,
If you
I can go with
survive this trial,
this. Looks like it has a campaign too.
perhaps you might become
just go here, do
one
this, do that.
of us.
Archage.
Archage Chronicles. Holly, are you writing these down, by the way, or do me or Red have to?
I am.
Is this Power World?
No,
Okay, cool.
Versus Pokemon.
That's Power World. It's
Power
Power
World.
World.
Shut up!
So
Rob.
it's coming to PlayStation.
It's coming to PlayStation.
Yep.
Yeah. The creator even implied as much. See, I thought that maybe Sony would take this out of the state of play, considering what's going on with Nintendo right now. But
The game won't go away. You just may have to pay royalties.
I know,
People
but
that said it looked dumb, they couldn't play it, or
It's really good.
personally, I'm just waiting for the 1.0 launch. Then I'll play it.
yeah, I mean, I love Power World, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we need to try and get back into it when we can.
There you go, PlayStation boys and girls.
Thanks to Pocket
today.
Pair for that new look at
Oh,
Power World,
today.
an incredible
All right.
open
Shadow
world
drop.
survival game that's launching today on the PlayStation 5 console. We have a few more games with breaking news today, starting with the
relations.
return of two beloved RPGs from the original PlayStation.
Your dreams, magical thoughts, all things are real unless you
Yeah,
dream
what do you
they're
think so
not.
far, huh?
In
Hey.
your dreams,
Lunar.
love
Oh.
is the plot.
Remaster Station is
Carried
in full
on
force.
wings of hope.
Lunar Remastered Collection brings together Lunar the Silver Star Story Complete and Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete with updated visuals, widescreen mode, and more.
Instantly we see it, the time to grow and be it, when everything is pinned on a
This music is
Lunar
making me
Remastered
wanna
Collection
play now.
comes to PS5 and PS4 in spring 2025. Two updates on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. First, the Radical Reptiles
Have either of
DLC,
you even heard of
which
Lunar?
adds Mondo Gecko and Mona Lisa as playable characters.
I'd never heard of
And
it.
for no extra cost, a remixed in-game soundtrack featuring some amazing guest composers. Both of these updates arrive later today.
This must be a 10 out of 10 for Special Nick.
I've taken on another form?
Shadow?
And yes, you heard right. Keanu Reeves is joining Sonic X Shadow Generations as part of
Is
the
that Keanu
upcoming
Reeves
Sonic
actually
the Hedgehog
voicing
3
Shadow?
movie pack. This update is inspired by scenes from the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie and arrives December 12th. The Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie pack is included in the digital
Wait,
deluxe
so
edition,
Keanu's actually
which
voicing
lets you
Shadow
play
in
the
the
game
games
3
now.
days ahead of its October 25th release date.
That's actually kind of big. I already pre-ordered it.
Hello, State of Play. I'm Sakaguchi, producer of Fantasy and Neo Dimension. 手作りのジオラマを使ったファンタジアンネオディメンジョン150も作りました。そしてランダムエンカウントを貯めていっぺんに戦ったり、スキルの起動操作したりと短式バトルにも新要素を盛り込んでいます。音楽はファイナルファンタジーシリーズで共に歩んできた上松さんです。
We've already gotten
プレイ
two
ステーション
remasters
5で
already.
2024年12月5日発売、どうか皆さんにプレイしていただけたらと、願っています。
All of you Xbox and PlayStation fans who wanted Miss Walker to come back to console gaming, here it is.
We're just over a month away from the release of Dragon Age the Veilguard.
Not
Let's
exclusive.
check in with BioWare and Electronic Arts for an extended look at a climactic battle.
Holly, it's time for a bathroom break for you.
You look red.
We've gotten word from the wardens. Have they found Gillian?
For your sake, it's
Not yet, but they found something else
what
worth
did it say
killing.
about spoiling?
One of her blighted dragons.
The following trailer includes scenes from the game's story.
Rook,
Oh, okay.
you made it. Good.
They would have
miss
put
it.
spoilers in it.
We have
This is the
unfinished
most that I've
business
seen
with
of
that
this
dragon. We've tracked it to a ruined
This is
tower
EA.
nearby.
Holly.
That lair is a
Marco,
death
it's
trap.
it's Cotton Candy's uglier cousin.
We need to lure her out to have any chance.
Wait, hang on.
So we challenge her, draw the dragon out into the open, then attack. Just you and me now.
I guess that's a rook.
Everyone, get ready!
Wardens! Ready, ballistas!
Whoever that voice actor is. Wardens!
So, what is this controversy about the Quinari looking weird or something?
Come
Is that really a controversy?
Come on. Absolutely. They look terrible.
Yeah, they look awful.
How are they supposed to look?
They look really good in the lab.
Like rock people almost.
Like rock people?
They Fortnited them. Now they look off
Force her to land.
Second detachment. Yeah, like, that's the best way I can kind of describe them. They're supposed to look like people that were carved out of rock almost.
Assassin just type it,
But they're not humanoid. Like
they're kind of like stone golems or something.
Just look it up.
Yeah, but not humanoid.
Oh, I see what you mean. Alright. Yeah. Okay, I get that as a complaint because you guys have played Dragon Age for years, but as a newcomer, I really don't care. I mean, they described it as God of War.
I like that the mage can actually move.
This looks nothing like God of War.
It's
Unless
not
they
about
meant
work,
like
it's probably about the feel.
Probably. And Red, they could be talking about the old school God of War.
Okay, I can
Not the more recent ones.
I always forget how much people just follow push narratives. I always forget this game looks really, really cool. The combat looks very dynamic. This is so much of a better showing than the first time it was displayed. Yeah,
I remember when the game first leaked with its gameplay and everyone was like, oh god, it looks like God of War gameplay, I hate it. Give it a chance, people.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
I'm looking at the chat for the PlayStation. Oh yes, that's been talked about quite extensively.
I've been trying to watch a lot of this.
We're more than halfway through.
Bring that first one down!
In chat for the state of play, like the live chat, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, this is terrible, garbage, bad game, 0 out of 10. And I always forget how much people just kind of follow whatever push narrative they're getting fed.
Like I came into the
preview I've seen of this game,
I came into this state of play expecting 0 out of 10.
Your battle is already lost.
Like, is it the best state of play so far? No. But is it far from the worst?
Was that supposed to be Gillen 9? The Elven Goddess? Is that who that's supposed to be?
This isn't the Bureau's
Ask
first
me, I know
time
nothing.
in Bright Falls.
I'm actually not that familiar with the lore of Dragon Age, to be honest. But it would make sense given that's sort of the... Like that's what Solus is trying to do, right? So.
Any clue what was waiting for us in there?
Alan Wake 2, shut up.
Chat, be honest, what do you guys think about Dragon Age? I want to know. Is this Control?
Oh, Control. It's DLC for Alan Wake.
Oh, this is Alan Wake. Oh shit. So that list was true, Holly.
How many times did I say Alan Wake 2?
I know.
You did.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm surprised.
This is gonna be like proper DLC. Like, I mean, not the DLC. The other one's kind of like.
I haven't finished the game yet, so I'm very.
Okay.
I haven't even started.
Yeah.
Oh my god, let's go.
Don't say too much.
Please don't.
Ah. Oh man, I'm so excited. So it's coming. Of course, it's coming in October.
October.
The firearm.
American
When in October?
Dragon Age Inquisition.
Is that Hitman?
It was my goal to try to finish Inquisition before it comes out.
Hey, it's a good thing that they're having these VR games. Finally, it only took 2 years after the thing came out.
This game is.
Yes.
VR is just so niche, even years. It's gonna take a long time before it gets mainstream.
like what a VR game is supposed to be, though.
Support because they all have. Looks like
They're moving their hands around, yeah.
But it looks like that. But it looked like that before. If you go look at the original trailers, and you're just going like this with your controller. You're not even like when you punch people. You're like, whoosh. It's so stupid. But
you can't. No, we just start off full building. You wouldn't be able to do that with one controller.
Did it have a date?
Until I
have a date.
of surpassing my lord.
December.
oh shit!
Oh, it did.
Yo, it's fucking.
December?
It's Legacy
It's December.
game.
Thank you.
Yep, this is the game that leaked for me.
Oh my god, bro! I'm so excited.
Legacy of Kain?
Legacy of Kain, Soul Weaver 1 and 2 remastered, baby.
So slightly better.
What madness is this?
It looks good.
Am I so changed? I was not prepared for what lay
I want to
beyond
love
this
this so much. I really do.
I'll never forget
I just
renting this Blockbuster.
I just don't trust the developer behind this.
The future
It's
has
crazy
always
they're doing
been
this
written.
and that KOTOR. Oh wait, KOTOR got taken away from them, didn't it?
Don't fight
Yeah,
it,
KOTOR is given to Saber, who just did Space Marine.
Right. That's why they can do this now.
Yeah.
December. Wow. Okay.
Okay, it'd be really fun
Legacy of
if
Kain
this
Soul
actually
Reaver
gets
1 and 2
the IP a
Remastered
lot
arrived
more
December
exposure.
10th, celebrating the 25th
Crystal
anniversary of the
Crystal
first
Dynamics
game's
is helping.
release.
You sure we can't just do this?
Games from the original
Okay, I'll get
PlayStation
it for
era
Crystal
also
Dynamics.
inspired Fear the
Oh,
Spotlight
I
from
love
Blumhouse
this.
Games.
I love this
It brings
art style so
atmospheric
much.
polygonal scares to PS5 and PS4 on October 22nd.
Am I watching the wrong stream? Why does it seem like we're
Just go home, Viv.
Yeah, they're ahead for me too.
I'm happy here. So happy.
At last, we've returned to our ancestral land, a gas block.
Build villages and nurture vast ecosystems in Towers of Agazba.
October 22nd.
This colorful
Fear
world
the
includes
Spotlight.
unique
That's gonna
creatures,
get
a peculiar cast
mushed.
of characters,
and
gonna
also
die.
allows you
Alan
to
Wake 2
invite other
physical
players
comes
to
out that
visit
same
your
day.
island.
Yeah, that'll get forgotten about.
Towers of Agazba
Unfortunately.
launches into early access this
Sadly.
It
November.
looked interesting.
Up next,
It looked
Epic
okay.
Games brings a split-screen mode to LEGO Fortnite this October.
That release window for a game like
This
that is
feature
not
enables friends and family
the
to
move.
explore
I'm sorry,
the world
is,
and build villages
Pixar
together
making
while
games
playing
now?
on the same PS5 or PS4. And in other Fortnite news, the new Fortnite Limited Edition DualSense wireless controller arrives later this year, with pre-orders starting October 3rd. Visit PlayStation blog for more details.
Red needs it for Dragon Age.
Next, it's 1 versus 1,000 in Dynasty Warriors Origins, and Koei Tecmo
to
Games
pick
is
my
ready to
nose.
share the release date. Let's take a look.
I don't know. Soul Reaver is the only
Guardian
thing
of
that's got me besides
peace.
that Dragon Age.
You have crossed paths with men who may one day bring about order. Until then, you must adapt to the chaos and find a way to survive. So choose your path wisely. Go forth and learn what it means to be a hero.
Does anyone here even play Dynasty Warriors?
Yeah, I used to play.
You claim to strive for justice, but have no way to achieve it. Tearing down the system without providing an alternative is mere wanton destruction. The die has been cast. All that remains is to see this through.
Is this on PC or Xbox?
Yeah, Dynasty where it should be multi-platform.
I thought so too.
I was still hoping that I imagined the whole thing. It's burned into my mind.
That music was
Captain,
rocking.
what's your team been getting up to?
The guild gave special assignments to some of the other units from the expedition.
That's Soul Reaver?
Mine
That
included.
was Soul Reaver 1 and 2?
Yeah,
Forest is
both of them
amazing.
remastered.
I did not catch
Capcom, hey! Hey!
Fur isn't built for this kind of weather. It's causing the water currents to switch
Yeah, that was
too.
just a calico.
Guys, we need to play this.
Right? That's what they're called? Calico?
Yes.
But, sorry, not just
This is
What I meant to say
territory.
is we need to play
We're intruders.
Hey, play Payday 3. Stop.
That looks rough.
It did look really rough there for a second. I was like, yee.
Oh, it takes place on Pandora.
Ouch! You wish
There's the floating islands.
Why don't they just put the meat down?
I said this takes place on Pandora. Where's the floating islands?
Oh, right.
Leave this to me! Heels inbound!
Arrathalos?
That's it. The White Wraith.
Wow.
It's real!
Your Palico can kick, fight.
Is that what we're after?
Why is she wearing glasses?
The White Wraith.
It's Capcom, what do you expect?
Down there. Someone's in trouble.
It seems we must do a more thorough investigation.
What is that thing? An extinct species.
You're a hunter. You've got a weapon, and you do nothing.
The time of sword and axe is nigh.
Give it to me, and I'll.
Nice release date. Great.
I'll be shocked if they don't get one.
Myself. Oh. Hey, there we go. Oh wait, we already knew this. Right? No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
What?
There it is. The release date?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know it because it wasn't on my list on my phone. What was that?
No, this is new. February 28th.
Okay. Got it.
No, this is new. They didn't give us the release date.
モンスターハンターワイルズプロデューサーの地元です。本作の発売日が
this comes out 2 weeks
2025
after
年
Avowed.
2月28日世界同日発売に決定いたしました。本日より順次予約を開始しますのでぜひご予約いただければと思います。プレイステーションストアでご予約いただいた方限定の特典としてプレイステーション5でご覧いただけるデジタルミニアートブックをご用意します。9月26日の23時からは TGS2024 カプコンオンラインプログラムを放送いたします。それでは引き続きモンスターハンターワイルズの情報にご注目ください。またお会いしましょう。
Look at those chompers! Okay, trail spots aren't cheap, so let's get started.
a hunter with a mysterious
Monster Hunter
past,
Wilds looks good,
and
Red.
her
It does.
very heroic friends
Monster Hunter always
are all that stands in the way of an unspeakable
Monster
evil.
Hunter is very consistent.
Join them
It's
as
a
they
very
explore, hunt,
consistent
collect
game.
wacky outfits, and decorate their village.
I was about to say, all right,
Awesome.
remaster time.
But wait,
Nope.
there's more. With the digital deluxe edition, you get this exciting blue roller thing. And snazzy costumes, like the Shadow Stalwart outfit. And this, I don't know what that is. That or that. Or why they're climbing in that cannon.
Out of all the IP that they could
Look how much
go
fun
on,
they're
why
having.
Horizon?
Come and join the party in Mother's Heart. Phew, got it all in.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I forgot to mention the pre-order.
Like, is it wrong that I actually... What the fuck?
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. We are so excited for everyone to get their hands on LEGO Horizon Adventures when it launches on November 14th.
Tell me now.
And Aloy has more good news on the horizon.
See the pun? See what she did there, guys? See what she said?
Give the date, November 14th. Hey, Red!
Horizon Forbidden East.
Aloy's original adventure, Horizon Zero Dawn, is being
Hey, Red, you know
remastered
what that
for
means?
PS5 and PC by Gorilla and Nixes.
It means
Horizon
that
Zero Dawn
Horizon Curse is
Remastered
gonna be
includes
real.
more than
Stalker
10
2 is gonna
hours
be
of
Game of the
re-recorded
Year.
conversation
Yeah,
mocap
God.
and countless graphical improvements that bring the game to the
Oh,
same visual
no.
fidelity as Horizon Forbidden West.
I'm so weird about robots. Like, I don't like robots. I don't like fighting robots in games. I know it sounds like it is. I like to fight.
This new version of Horizon Zero
This
Dawn
is
will arrive
1,000
October
times better than
31st.
Monster Hunter.
And anyone who owns the original PS4 version of the game will be able to upgrade to the new PS5 version for $9.99. Visit PlayStation Blog for more details and watch the full
This
trailer
game
to
didn't
see
need
all
to
the
look
exactly
enhancements
the
to Aloy's epic
same.
quest.
Oh, but you can give us $10 just to upgrade your current
New content is on the way to
version.
the
That's
action-packed
fine.
world of Stellar Blade.
Oh, look.
A new photo mode lets players set up the perfect
well,
picture
that's-
with
We
your
already
choice
know
of
when they
poses,
said a new photo
expressions,
mode
and
lets
filters.
players look up. I mean, lets players zoom in.
To say better, more accurate pictures on your phone.
And Stellar Blade's original soundtrack, featuring
Don't
over
buy that.
180 songs from the game, is available on select streaming services starting today.
Okay, this
Wait, are these purchasing things, or they're just like extra content?
Oh, I meant Horizon Remastered.
But that's not all.
You guys are like
no,
10 seconds
it's not
ahead, I
necessary.
think.
Oh, Nier Automata. Whoa.
Okay.
Was that just a skin? Is that just what that is?
Sci-fi worlds collide in the Stellar Blade and Nier Automata collaboration, coming to Stellar Blade later this year.
I really would like to play Nier Automata, speaking of hating fighting robots, but I've heard that it's so good, and I could probably overlook it.
Now let's talk about what's ahead for PlayStation Plus.
Okay, so this is what you meant by Nier Automata.
First, your monthly games for October are WWE 2K24, Dead Space, and
Holly,
Doki
every
Doki
time you
Literature
look at
Club
that,
Plus.
don't you see
These will be
Homelander?
available to
Every
all
time I see
PlayStation
that
Plus
picture,
members
I'm
starting
like,
October
Homelander,
1st.
What the hell is he doing in this game?
Meanwhile, our library of
Nier
PlayStation
Automata
classics
deals.
continues to grow, with 2 more fan favorites from the original PlayStation arriving later this year.
Oh, yeah, I
Blood
see what
Omen,
you mean.
Legacy of Kain, and Capcom's Dino Crisis.
Nice. Congratulations.
Naughty Dog fans know
Doki Doki.
September 26th is The Last of Us Day, and we're celebrating by adding the critically acclaimed PS5 hit The Last of Us Part 1 to the PlayStation
That one
Plus
was
game
actually like
catalog this
a
Thursday.
horror game. Kind of.
Marco, your mic
Oh, they're just
input,
adding the remaster.
so it's like sort of going out.
Hey.
There we go. That should be a lot better. Sorry.
Yes, I can hear yes now. Yep. Chat, give me a rating out of 10. What do you guys give this so far? I'm really curious.
Please don't end it like this, Sony. Please. I'm
American
begging you,
Fury, I think it's a straight up exclusive for PlayStation.
I think it is too.
Which one?
Just a Stellar Blade. It's not timed. I think it's permanent.
No, it's a permanent exclusive.
Yeah.
Sony.
It's like Final Fantasy VII, right?
No, but PlayStation didn't publish that one. That's up to Square Enix.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Cerny. We recently revealed the newest addition
we'll
to
see
the
what happens
PlayStation
on
5
Thursday.
family, PS5 Pro, alongside several games showcasing the superior frame rates and improved graphics that the new console makes possible. With PS5 Pro, developers have
doing a
access to
PS5
three
Pro
key
promo again?
improvements: an upgraded GPU,
Oh my
advanced ray
god,
tracing,
yes. They're like,
AI-driven
you didn't sell it the
that
last time,
combine
Mark.
to bring
Try again.
I'm just gonna mute it, just so for chat.
Doesn't he sound like knockoff Ryan Reynolds?
He kind of does. He's kind of like the
Oh,
soft-spoken, like.
now they're gonna show the
Um,
gameplay running on PS5 Pro. You should have done that the first time.
Okay, gotcha.
They're like, we shit the bed the first time. Let's
Moose.
Yes,
Moose
really
says
rub
serial
the
killer
poop into the
vibes.
sheets. Like,
Yeah, rub it in, roll around in it in the sheets.
This
Yeah.
is.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, chat. I intentionally muted this because we've seen it before. You know what's happening. Okay. So, just tell me if you want me to turn the volume
What?
back on, because all we're doing is looking at prettier things and stuff. Man, it did look really good. I can't wait to play Final Fantasy VII Remake on Xbox. I can't wait.
said nobody ever.
There's
I
Rebirth.
said just this
The
one
Last
guy.
of Us Part 2. The Last of Us Part 2 remastered is a real thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
It came out last year.
What?
Right? It was
Yeah,
last
it
year. Or
What?
this
Is
year?
Sony out of their goddamn minds?
Yep.
Are they literally losing their collective souls? What is happening?
Yep.
What
You
world
mean
is
lost.
this?
You mean
Most
lost.
of Sony, most of these games have already come out. Most of them have already come out. What are we doing here?
Somebody's buying them. I mean, somebody is buying
They
them.
already look good.
By the way,
How
I'm
does
I'm kind of
Spider-Man
upset.
not have a
right now.
full remaster yet? You would think Spider-Man
There's
would be
no-
like their first.
I'm kind of upset that I just saw Vincent Valentine.
Just show off Days Gone Remaster and end it and disappoint us, please.
Okay, what is this?
Just do it.
Is this Trek to Yomi?
There is
We
no
are
possible
beyond
way
the edge of
that-
Japan.
Okay,
Wait, what is this?
please.
Is it a teaser?
Oh,
It might
People
just be a
come
teaser.
north to disappear.
Yo, this sounds like what's his name? The actor. I can't pronounce it.
But you,
Is that Jin?
you are hunting.
Ghost of Tsushima 2, please.
I can't imagine it being anything else.
And
Come on,
now,
Yota. Wait,
every
1603.
Ronin here
Oh yeah, you're
is
really
after
behind.
you.
I would expect a time jump.
I'm seeing Wolf right now.
That's a time back, Red.
Still think you're the
I
hunter.
think you're about 6 or 7 seconds behind.
Oh, am I?
That's what I was
No,
thinking.
they are.
Oh my God, it is. I'm so sorry, Chad.
Still think you're the hunter.
It's
I'm
probably
sorry,
just
Chad, I
a
didn't
teaser.
mean to do
It's,
that.
it's probably at least 2 years away.
It's a girl.
Jin.
This is definitely Ghost 2.
It has to be.
Yep.
This is his deal. Rise of the Ronin.
No, it's Ghost 2. All the show gameplay and everything.
Okay.
Are they calling her the wolf? There's only one white wolf. Stop this. Is it like his daughter? I don't know. There's probably no connection. What was the year of the first Ghost of Tsushima? I thought this was.
Let me look that up. Hold on.
So you have a wolf companion? Yeah, that's sick.
Next year? Are you kidding me? Ghost of Yotai? Oh,
That was. Oh, there's years on all of these now. That's good.
2025. Let's go.
Dope. It looked good. It looked really good. So you got a little.
That was definitely the highlight for me. I'm sad that we won't get to see Jin again, but well.
So am I?
His story ended.
Okay, let me
I haven't played it yet, so don't.
I was waiting for this to like completely end. All right, let me see if I can go back to. Oh, there we go. Now we're good. Or we're back. We're back. Oh, there we go. Somebody say something? Great. All right, chat, you can hear me though, right? And let me just give me a second to fix. I can't hear you guys at all. Great. This is my favorite part of switching over. Is just give me a second, chat. I'm sorry. Here we go. Change this.
Tai takes place in 1603. Ghost of Tsushima takes place in. Oh, you can't. Okay.
Hold on a second.
Oh man.
I'm just excited. Okay.
We're back.
Yeah. I'm excited for Ghost. We're getting another Ghost game.
Can you hear us now?
Yes, everything is good. Chat.
Okay.
Everything should be good to go. Let's see. Lotus says Damarco speak. Yeah, Damarco looks like he's frozen.
Hello.
There we go. Yeah, you sound great.
I'm looking through Twitter as I like to do after these showcases just to see what people are saying. It is absolutely insane to me that Zero Dawn Remastered, I knew it was a thing, but it's absolutely insane to me that that is a thing. I hope literally like 5 people buy it. I don't care that you can upgrade for $10. Like, there is nothing worth upgrading. That game looks already phenomenal. And, like, do not spend $10 on that. Please go buy, literally, there are thousands of indie games you can probably find for $10, and those developers will actually be much happier for getting your money than, Guerrilla Games, right? Developer behind Horizon, Guerrilla.
Yeah, but Herman Holst won't be happy.
I don't care what Herman Holst wants. Herman Holst also somehow thinks that The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is worthwhile. And even if that is available as an upgrade, that is the most nonsensical thing I think I have heard this entire year in gaming.
Marco, where were you back in January? That's when it came out. Like, where were you?
The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered?
That came out in January, yeah.
It's already out?
It's been out for months.
DeMarco's a little loud.
Okay, I could turn myself down.
Says. Okay.
Thank you, Elemental. Sorry, my mic for some reason is all over the place. That should be better.
Sorry
unless
about
it's coming through Discord.
The
Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is already out?
Yeah, you sound good now. Yeah.
Now since January.
Oh boy. Okay.
Really?
You want me to copy my notes into the chat so you can follow along, or do you want me to just name them off
for
one by
Damarco
one?
and Assassin. I won't be able to read it though. I can't really interact with anything Discord
it's
while we're
been
live.
out. I completely forgot that released.
So
why
DeMarco's
is this
mad.
like I'm seeing it for the first time? I've collectively wiped this from my brain, just entirely.
I think you were so pissed off when they announced it that you just erased it from your memory.
I kid you not, that is what happened. My brain actually just wiped the fact that exists from my mind.
Fred Girian said Ghost of Woke. Am I right, boys? Oh, I'm the only one laughing. It's fine.
Sorry, I'm tagging Light.
Ghost of Woke. I'm sure Fred was kidding, but that was still funny for some reason. Anyway, so all right, Holly, highlight. What was the highlight?
Right. So I'll just go through. I bulleted every even short segments.
Mhm.
So some of these we can just breeze through without talking about it or whatever. But the first was the Astrobot, and it was free DLC, right? Assassin said free DLC. Those 5 levels and online stuff and all that.
Oh, so for Astrobot, it was 5 free online. Stellar Blade and Helldivers 2 coming to Astrobot. More planned on the way.
Yeah. So that's this year. Then the Midnight Walk, that clay stop animation, Little Nightmares feeling game that had the fire and light combination that it was doing. Looked really good. I was all in on that. I don't think Assassin loved it that much, but
So,
that's okay.
Not my
Real
cup of
quick,
tea.
He liked some of the other stuff I didn't like. That's
is this-
why we have diversity in gaming.
Exactly. Is Astrobot? I'm sorry. Is DLC? Is it free?
The
Yes.
Astrobot is free. Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say fuck them for doing that, but would you have paid $5, $10 for DLC?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I think the majority of people would too. Especially, I mean, everyone's literally platinumed it, including you and Assassin, right? So, so there you go. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nope, it's okay.
I'll stop you. How about this? Anyone just stop Holly if you want to talk about when she brings stuff up. Let's do it that way.
So
Just yell
we're
at her.
talking about the Midnight Walk, the stop animation thing, the claymation. Looked really, really good. The very dark, Little Nightmares-y thing.
It looked very Little Nightmares-y, and it was Midnight something?
Walk.
Midnight Walk. What was I talking about? The Xbox game. Midnight. South of Midnight. That's what it was. That's what I'm thinking about.
Oh.
And it has the same stock animation. I was like, how could you? But no, yeah, that looked really interesting.
Yeah, but this one looks like it fits it very well.
Yes.
PS5 and VR2. So
Okay.
that's interesting. Number 3 was Hell Is Us. It was the Souls-like. It looks
Sci-fi
classic.
horror Souls-like.
The one with the characters with all the holes in the head.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought when we saw it, the character looked a lot like Cal Kestis from behind. I thought, is this like some Star Wars Jedi DLC that no one knew about, or then it just turned into a sci-fi Souls-like? So, yeah, that was
Marco,
that was fun.
Did you actually get to see the ones that were on before you joined us? Damarco?
No.
Okay. So I think these were before you popped in, right?
Yes.
That one looked really good.
DeMarco, you're feel free to just watch it as we talk. If you want to mute us for a minute, it's up to you. I don't know. I don't care to go back if you find something. If you watch it on mute or something, just to see what we're talking about. But yeah, Hell Is Us looked really cool. It reminded me. I said Cyberpunk, but what I meant is low life, high tech, because that is the definition of Cyberpunk. So it looked like tech left over from an apocalyptic situation. And I love that kind of stuff. I love that kind of stuff so much. That setting is so unique. Oh my god, yeah, I love it. It looked like Death Stranding ish, but
I wrote down.
Yeah, go ahead.
They had some taglines. The narrating character over the top. Sometimes you hear some lines. You're like, oh, that was really cool. And we write that down, right? And it said, "Father told us to hide when they came to our house. The country was sick, but we would be okay." And I was like, okay, all right, yeah, it's kind of cool. I thought that was.
I love that
it
stuff.
Set the tone.
Yeah, I love that.
Assassin, do you have thoughts about it?
Which one?
Hell Is Us.
Aside from the one at the very end, so that's the one I'm actually interested the most, to be honest. Like I said during the stream, so a lot of people complaining that there's too many Souls-like, but when you think about it, there hasn't really been that many Souls-likes on the market. Like, you can think of Lies of P, but that's really the most well-known and more well-beloved Souls-like. Other than that,
Well, there's a lot, I think, in the indie space. There's tons. And then there was Lords of the Fallen, and then there was Flintlock, and
Well, what I'm now trying to say is those Souls-likes that were announced years ago, now they're starting to come out. Now we're starting to get them. So, I mean, aside from software, can you really think of any AAA developer that has made high quality
does them well
Souls games that actually does them well? Yeah, you can't. I can safely say for sure the Liza P devs absolutely did. A lot of people compared their work to Bloodborne a lot.
They tried. I feel like they got very close. I think their next iteration will be pretty spot on, right?
I can't.
Armored
Damarco?
Core was made by From Software, actually, Elemental. So
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
yeah.
Damarco, did you check out that trailer for Hell Is Us?
I'm not at that part yet.
Okay, I figured they would just like dump all of the trailers all at once, but
They probably.
Monad. So one of the things
Red?
that I was going to ask is for the people, because we have a large Xbox and PC fan base, or not fan base, audience here. Gray Monad says Hell Is Us is coming to Xbox. I'm curious what all is coming to Xbox other than the obvious stuff like Ghosts of Yeti or whatever, Yotai. Yotai. That's definitely not. But I am curious as to what is coming, because that's always what people are asking. Like people on PC and people on Xbox. But Monad says Hell Is Us is coming to Xbox, so that's good. It looks really. I just feel like we don't get enough settings like that, like in that the setting and mixed with that genre. I don't know, because I've said for so long, like I'm so sick of Souls likes and lights, and then they come out with something like this. And I'm like, damn it, I'm interested now. Shit, looks good. Yeah, I really. There's not really too much to talk about other than obviously these interdimensional beings came to Earth and killed everyone, and there is a chosen one with a sword and a drone. So we'll see about that. Yeah, I'm excited for it. We'll see.
Okay.
What's next?
Next was the PSVR 2 Metro Awakening.
Yeah.
And then after that was the
fuck that.
ArcAge Chronicles. ArcAge Chronicles by XL Games. It has it's The Witcher. Look, you guys were like, it looks like The Witcher.
Oh yeah.
It's a Souls-like online multiplayer. That was kind of the thing that caught a lot of people's attention for that one. 2025. It looked really good.
Is that coming to Xbox? Monad, let us know. Is that coming to Xbox?
Yeah, if people can check and start looking at the games shown in the state of play and telling us which ones are coming to Xbox.
That'd be helpful.
Great.
I literally
obviously, except for Ghost of Yotai. Obviously, that one's not coming. The VR games are not coming, so yeah.
Elemental seems to be really excited about Metro. Do you have a VR headset? You have PSVR Elemental? I'm curious. I just don't think that game's gonna do well.
I'd be excited. I'd be
It'd
very
excited even more if it wasn't exclusive.
Yeah. There you guys.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
I called it.
I would buy it in a heartbeat. I would actually get that in a heartbeat. But
would
it's
too.
PSVR 2 exclusive, and I'm not buying a PSVR to play it.
So it's not going to be on MetaQuest or.
It's not. No, it's exclusive.
That's so stupid. Just like the Batman game being on Meta.
That's what I'm the
stupid.
same way about the Batman game. I would buy the Batman game in a heartbeat. It's in the Arkhamverse. It looks
I don't
like
want to buy a Meta.
Exactly.
I have a PSVR too.
And that's the thing. This is the whole. We could go on and on about exclusivity, and this is the whole issue. Like we've already spent. Anyway. So Metro, and then so ArcAge is online.
ArcAge Chronicles, and then they announced Pal World out today. Oh, do you want to talk about ArcAge more?
I just wanted to say real quick, I am curious to know how they're implementing multiplayer into this Souls-like game. Like I hope it is like drop in, drop out, like Monster Hunter, like we'll talk about. Because
I don't want any more fingers.
Right, I don't want to put that aside anymore.
So
yeah.
What is this new? What is this quote unquote new genre going to be called? Is it an MMO SLG? massive multiplayer online Souls-like game. Like what?
I like that.
Too much.
That why? I don't make the rules here. I'm just asking. Is that what it's going to be called from now on? Like this new genre now.
RPG.
But it's not an RPG. It's a Souls-like RPG, or it's a Souls-like.
Then it'd just be an MMO.
Nah, I'm actually going to be the one to coin that trademark. MMO SLG. All right, so Pal World.
MMORPG SLG TRO.
LMNOP.
LMNOP.
Pal World out today. Then it
Out
was
right
the
now,
Lunar
yeah.
Remastered Collection. 1 and 2 widescreen mode, spring of 2025, PS5 and PSVR. And PS4.
Look, I know
I'd never
a
heard
lot.
of Lunar.
I know a lot of third and first party JRPGs from the old school PlayStation. I have never heard of Lunar. I've heard of Chrono Trigger, Legend of Dragoon, like Chrono Cross, but never have heard of Lunar. Ever.
That was the one that the guy was talking and saying there's a collection and stuff.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looked like Stardew Valley, like that pixelated.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. That's cool. Nostalgia's cool.
Then we had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles extras.
Hey, I'm
And
sorry.
then-
Wait,
yeah.
Game Seeker is saying Metro is on Quest.
It is?
If that... Listen, I'm not going to get my hopes up. Game Seeker, I've been talking to him a lot on Discord. Shout out to him. He's so nice. He's a big VR guy. And so am I, by the way. Like, it's just that I've already... It's just like I have the MetaQuest. Like, I have a great VR headset, and they're expensive.
This one
And
might be,
which
this
one?
It's available on Steam.
So
This
it's not native.
This actually
to the...
might not be. Yeah, this might not be PSVR 2 exclusive.
Well,
Oh.
the thing about that
But it
is
might
that
be Quest 3 exclusive or something like that. You know what I mean? Just
right, because the
No,
thing
if
is,
if it's on Steam, it's agnostic.
well, and that's a pain in the asshole, man. Like, I tried to play, and I played Hitman via Steam with my Quest, and you have to like go through all these loopholes just to get it to work. You have to plug it in, and it's just such a pain in the ass. So if it's not native, man, like I just PC gaming, you know, like now for me, PC gaming it works. Like, it just works, you know, for the most part, the majority of the time. But I don't want to have to like do this whole setup just to jump into VR. Like, VR is already a setup anyway, with moving your room around, you're moving your coffee table out of the way, you're putting on your headset, you're putting the straps on your hands and your wrists to make sure they don't fly off and break the TV. I just don't want to have to, like you said, if it's agnostic, I don't want to have to like do all this third party stuff. So I don't know. I would happily play like a downgraded version if it ran native on MetaQuest 2. But whatever. But yeah, thanks for telling me, Game Seeker. Yeah, he says just saw it on Metastore as coming soon. Okay, well, good. Well, look at that. Noise Mofo, what's up, man? This is what are we talking about? We're talking about we just streamed State of Play. We were talking about Metro coming to the Quest. So anyway, go ahead, Holly. What's next?
okay. Sonic.
Keanu
Shadow
Reeves.
Generations. Yep.
Keanu Reeves actually voicing Sonic.
Only in the digital deluxe edition.
Motherfucker.
What? So what?
Wait, they're locking a voice actor behind an edition of the game.
Oh
Yeah.
my
God
Is this
damn
a
it,
Sony
Sega!
exclusive too?
Yes.
No, that's Sega. It is Sony exclusive.
I'm pretty sure it is.
No.
They mentioned.
Is
No,
it?
they mentioned that something. They mentioned something in Sonic Shadow Generations is exclusive. I'm pretty sure it was something digital.
So maybe it's this digital pack with Keanu.
Sega's losing their damn minds too. To make a voice actor version exclusive, that's insanity. That
At
is
least we
literal
get
insanity.
at least Sega's putting all their games on everything at the very least. believe me, I'm not happy about this either. But at the same time, at least their games are coming everywhere.
Oh, I had to stop the
It's like
entire
Call of
show.
Duty having exclusive skins and stuff like that. It's the same thing.
I have to pause
Yeah, but
the
the
entire
difference is
show.
that's
Not
when
the
the
same
Why?
as a voice actor.
I'm trying to pause the show.
Why?
Why?
William Riggs wants to know. He says, "Hey everyone, do you recommend Stalker or Metro? I haven't played either."
I have not
Stalker,
played
sorry,
either.
not Stalker. Metro's hard.
And so is Stalker.
Just beware. If
Yeah.
you don't like hard games, like hard.
Yeah,
They're
these
probably not.
Metro. I'll just try to like bundle that answer into one answer. I would say that they're both difficult. They're both paced very similar, because they're both Metro is based off of Stalker, and it also has developers from the original Stalker games in that studio. So they're sort of like stepbrothers or sisters. Stalker is much different, as in it's an open world. You're not the main character type deal. They're very difficult. They are like the pinnacle, I would say, of milsim games. They're very slow paced. So if you love that slow burn, you will absolutely love it. So it's really hard to recommend, because there's sort of two sides of the same fork, spoon, whatever. Yeah, Stalker then. William Riggs, if you're saying that you're gonna try, William, I would if you have a PC, I would get Stalker Anomaly. Go get Stalker Anomaly. It's free on PC. But if you are on a console, you can still get the Stalker trilogy on console. You will have to tweak your controller settings and your key bindings to make it feel good, because they are old, and it will take some getting used to. But once you get in there, it's all good. It's all good. But I'm just giving you a heads up. Yeah, I'm a huge Stalker fan. Anyway.
That I would just caveat that, like, from what you've told me, the Stalker controls and gameplay are very old and clunky,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But Metro is not. If you
Metro
go
is
with
not.
Metro,
The
it's
original
just,
Metro-
yeah.
The original Metro games are clunky as well, though. Not to Stalker's level.
I was gonna say
but
that-
it is
yeah.
still like dated.
Yeah, but if you don't care, like, go watch a. He said my PC is lawn furniture right now. Just have an Xbox Series and a PS5. Okay. If you want to know like what happened, I would with Metro. I would seriously just go watch a recap of the first two games and jump straight into Metro, because you will need context for the story with Metro. But Metro Exodus is so good. It is so good. It's so good. So yeah, so just go with that. If you don't want to fool with the jank of Stalker, they're amazing games, but they are a cult classic for a reason. They don't feel great on console, but I am just I hated myself when I was trying to get used to those controls, but it was great. I loved it. So anyway, I actually have a video coming out about the next best thing when that comes to Stalker and Metro. So stay tuned for that. Only took me 6 hours to edit today. Man, I was about to flip my desk. It was great. Anyway, sorry, I had to like pause everything. You're welcome, William Riggs. Thank you for being here, man. All right, Holly, go ahead.
Yep. Assassin Grey Monad said that he thinks Lunar was only available in Japan originally. That's probably why you haven't heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that Sony and Nintendo back in the day, they only released certain games in Japan. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. Thanks, Monad.
Damarco, I'm sorry. I just had to get all this out of the way because everyone's popping off in chat. Grey Monad says he's talking to me, but I'm gonna send it to you, Damarco, real quick. Do you know about the rumors of a new Batman game in the works and Sony is trying to make it exclusive?
Please no.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I don't think there's really much to go on, and it's just a rumor at this point. But
okay,
you know, Rocksteady's done deals with PlayStation in the past, so it doesn't surprise me to hear that Sony's trying to get something from Rocksteady again. But I just wish that they would move on to. I love Batman. He's one of my favorite characters. The Arkham trilogy, one of my favorite trilogies. But I really would rather see something
Freaking
with
Superman.
Damian Wayne or something with Batman Beyond.
Yes,
just
a Batman Beyond Neo Gotham game would go so fucking hard.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
With and have all the voice actors from
Yeah,
Batman
that's
Beyond
what
reprise
I'd
their
rather
roles.
see.
That's what I want.
You could get the
Terry
actor of
McGinnis?
Terry. Yeah, you could get the Terry's original voice actor.
Wilfredo. He said he would love to come back to play Terry.
That'd
That's
be so cool, dude. I would love that so much.
Like, do it, City. By the way, I don't think, and this is just to Grey Monet's point, I don't think that they'll want to make it exclusive. I mean, we've seen what happens in the past, or what's going on with current third-party publishers making their games exclusive. Are they really going to chance losing Xbox and PC sales to make up for that? Like, why?
What I would say?
Why would they do that?
I would say that Warner Bros. Either wants a big bag up front, or
especially after Suicide Squad.
It's exactly my point, Damarco. Exactly. I would say that they would want a bag up front if they're going to go exclusive, and it might give them a boost. But if the execs are looking at their projections, they're going to say, how long is that going to last, and how much of a bag can you support the game and also give us some profit, like Game Pass. Game Pass deals seem to be that way, where they'll cover the cost and then they'll give them a bonus, and then they'll also say, here's your timed time on Game Pass for like 6 months to a year or whatever, and then people can still buy the game, get a discount on Game Pass and whatnot. And Game Pass seems to be a good deal, but PlayStation Plus, I don't know. I don't see that becoming an exclusive. It just doesn't make sense financially.
I don't see that becoming exclusive. I think, well, they did do certain characters exclusive to PlayStation that were timed back in the day. The Joker was PS3 exclusive for Arkham Asylum. I think Robin was timed exclusive on PlayStation during Arkham City's campaign. I think they may just do something like that instead of making the game full-on exclusive, but this is Sony we're talking about here.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. If this is true, Microsoft, you've got to step in. You can't... Sony already has a grip on the JRPG and fighting game market. You do not want them to have a grip on the superhero game market either.
Yeah,
they already have...
Yeah, I was going to say, they're already in it, so yeah, we got to be careful there. All right, Holly, sorry, go ahead.
So do you want to talk any more about Sonic and the exclusivity?
Yes,
Damarco hates
the
it.
discussion that started this.
Yeah.
The game looks great. It does, but to lock a voice actor behind a paywall?
And this is Shadow of the Hedgehog, like with the guns and like the transforming into a werewolf and all that. Like this is just like the remaster of that.
It's a quote-unquote remake of Sonic Generations, but they just added Shadow and
oh, that's why I was like, why are they showing the guns and stuff? Okay, because Shadow of the Hedgehog, I actually loved that game. It was so ridiculous, but yeah, you had Shadow was dual wielding pistols and transforming into like a werewolf version of Shadow. It was awesome. It was really cool, but very weird. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not really. You guys know me. I'm not like a big platformer guy. But I do appreciate them. They're fun and nostalgic and stuff.
We get it, Red. You hate every game that doesn't start with Xbox Game Studios Presents.
Or B. Any game that doesn't start with BETHSDA. Yeah.
Bitches?
Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Bitches? That's how you say bitches.
Fantasian Neo Dimension?
Fantasian.
All right, moving on.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay.
It wasn't me. It was the show leader that said moving on.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me if I like it. If it looks like it's up my alley.
Okay, I'm sorry. Assassin, go ahead. This is the one that I thought earlier. This is the one where it starts off and it shows you in like a ship, and then it's like turn-based combat and stuff.
Yeah. So the game's creator is Horinobu. I think it's Horinobu. Anyway, or Sakaguchi-san. Yeah. He's one of the original fathers of Final Fantasy. He went off and created Mistwalker, which Xbox JRPG fans know, did Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey. This game was Apple Arcade exclusive for a certain amount of years, so Mistwalker is coming back to console gaming with this release. So hopefully it does well, and maybe Sakaguchi-san can make more games for console. Hopefully, please. We need more JRPG experts on console. So I'll be getting this in December. So screw you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
You enjoy it. I'm excited for you.
Yes.
Thanks.
Dragon Age
Speaking of being
Veilguard.
excited
moving
for someone
on.
else. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I said, speaking of being excited for someone else, Dragon Age.
Alan Wake 2 DLC.
Holly, stop!
But I want to talk about Alan Wake 2.
You don't have to listen, Holly. You don't have to talk about it. I really want to know what Damarco thinks because he was.
Yes. I talk amongst yourselves.
Yep.
Go do your thing.
Yeah, Damarco,
Dragon
what
Age?
did you think, man? Yeah.
I was excited for Dragon Age after the preview started coming out. When just sort of unanimously everybody's saying, yeah, it actually felt really good. When it's being compared to Mass Effect 2, I go, okay. And this isn't just a few handful of people. Even some of the most critical takes on it that I saw, as far as those who went and played the game early, they still said, hey, it was absolutely phenomenal. Here's some nitpicks. And you really look at it and you go, okay, that I don't think would bother me. That wouldn't bother me too much. So, yeah, absolutely. I think it's nailing everything besides the aesthetic of the game. Which I understand why people are turned off. But I've never played a Dragon Age game because I said, oh, this game looks like the best visual thing I've ever seen. Like, Dragon Age Inquisition it's a good looking game. And when it came out, it was very, very good as far as the visuals. But it wasn't the type of thing that I said, it did win Game of the Year, much to the developers didn't want it to, but which I still think is funny. But it was a very good looking game, but it wasn't the type of thing I went out and said this is revolutionary as far as its visual style and art direction. Dragon Age Inquisition I think is sorely missing the mark as far as that goes. Sure, it's stylized. I'm usually a fan of stylized games, but I'm playing it for the story, I'm playing it for the characters, I'm playing it for the choices, I'm playing it for the lore and the world of Dragon Age, and then of course the fact that they made the combat better and everyone's speaking praise about the combat. That is exactly what I would hope for it, right? And now with the Veilguard, this showcase still was infinitely better than that first one they showed off because they were actually using abilities and throwing off combos and it actually looked fun. But so leagues above that first gameplay showing, I still think it's a missed opportunity that they're not showing that same type of combat, which maybe they're not because the previews really showed a lot of just sort of going up against the waves of enemies, you know, the weaker one, you know, or not the weaker ones, but you know, the kind of more, I'll say, cannon fodder enemies and crowds of them. But this was a good showing of it. It looks great. The gameplay looks fun. It looks dynamic. I really do look forward to seeing if this truly can be the Mass Effect 2 that BioWare needs desperately right now, even if its art style makes Holly look like someone just threw her cat out a window.
Yeah.
Holly has a cat?
She's not even gonna. She just rolled her eyes so hard that she just grew a third eye in the back of her head. And
There's
Elemental Hero.
so many things about this game that are so inherently wrong.
It's true. And one of the things.
Like what?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
What is inherently wrong about it?
We can't.
No, we're not doing that.
We can't do that. We can't do that here. I mean,
can't do that.
we can, but
I speak as someone who never.
I'm just when every single preview for the game comes out and says this is really good, this is really good, this is really good, this is really good, this is really good. Here's the nitpick. This is really
the
good.
same media that gave a 5 out of 10 to the
God.
Penguin?
No, this is content creators who got 6 hours with the game. This is Mr. Matty. This is Extra Life. This is
Shinobi,
Xbox
Era.
This is
ACG.
This is
who's Shinobi?
Shinobi, yeah, Shinobi. Who's the guy I'm thinking of that I cannot remember his Luke Stevens. Like,
oh yeah,
these are content creators that are saying these things, not
creators
IGN
who love
GameSpot.
and hate BioWare.
Yes.
Okay.
They've all been critical of BioWare in the past, so
it will not get a penny.
I don't think I don't think this has
And that's
anything to
fine.
do with the game.
That's fine.
For Holly, is what I will say.
Totally fine.
Yeah, and so what I will say about my gripes with the game, just to scoot on past that, is just that the Kunari look really fucking bad and look super silly.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Anytime that any of us criticize any of the games that Red likes, he's like, I'm just gonna say this quickly, and hopefully everyone will forget about it, so that way they stay subscribed. But you said the same thing when me and Damarco were criticizing Starfield last year. You were like, okay, here's a small little bit.
Listen,
now we're gonna move on and pretend.
I am more than happy to give Holly the spotlight, but I don't think she wants to, because so I cannot skirt around this. I will just say that it doesn't have anything to do with the game. Let's just
Called out his
move on.
revisionist history move, and he's like, I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
I do hate the art style. I
She does,
actually super hate that art style. I think it's overused in everything, everywhere, all the time now. And I think that all of the stuff I've seen from Inquisition looks fantastic. Like, I was like, that's the art style this should be. That was so good, right? Like, I think they...
Well, let me ask you something.
They went to Suicide Squad with the art style, right?
Like, why do you say it looks like Fortnite? Because I've played Fortnite. That does not look like Fortnite.
Suicide Squad, you can fault for a lot of things, but it's a good-looking game visually.
It's the closest thing you can compare it to, Holly. Is that what you?
Mrs. Freeze is pretty.
No, well, that's character design. That's not. That's not graphics.
Yeah.
It's too Fortnite to me because all of the purple, right? Like, there's so much of that purple sheen to everything, and then also the characters. All of the characters have that very common. It's not exactly Fortnite. It's just
like an exaggerated.
Wait, it's
sort of
all
like...
super smooth skin, kind of over.
I know
like,
what you mean.
There's just this like. And it's not just this game, right? There's a lot of games lately that sort of have that like plasticized.
Like what?
Like a. There's a lot of games
it's
like that.
It's
right
like there's
now.
like a smoothed over look to it. I know what you mean. It's
Yeah.
like no one has like any like.
It's like a Barbie and
blemish.
Ken kind of thing.
I agree with you. Yeah, I totally
it's like
agree with you.
Filter or something.
Yeah, it's like a bloom.
Pixar look is what
it's like a
Fury
bloom
says.
effect. Yeah, it's like this bloom. It's like even without any like
and the
light.
characters have these bulbous faces and just
Yeah,
everything just has this. I don't know. I don't like it.
So you're saying that Dragon Age looks like Pixar, but the Mountain Walker motherfucker from earlier doesn't look like Pixar?
Well, American Fury said it has a Pixar look. I'm just saying that's also like, these are also like, it's not exactly this, it's not exactly that, but there's a lot of like Concord had that same sort of filterizing thing over what the character design was, right? Like there's just this like overlay. I don't really quite know how to describe it. And I know you know what I'm talking about. It's just not.
It's the style. It's the visual style.
Yeah.
As someone who's never played Dragon Age ever, I don't care.
Also me. I've never played Dragon Age.
Well, yeah, and so
all I care about is the gameplay fun, it's the story gravitating, or are the characters unique. That's all I care about. Graphics and character design is like, kind of in the back burner. Because those two things can actually prevent you from finding a great game.
So I will say it's funny because it's a weird comparison, Assassin, but like Persona always has like a theme, like a color theme. Dragon Age.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Age actually does have the same thing where Origins was sort of like that golden, wasn't it, Damarco? Like the golden-ish hue. Dragon Age 2 was red. Dragon Age 3 was green. And now we're at Dragon Age Veilguard with purple.
Which green and purple, my two colors.
There you Joker. Oh, there you go. I never even look at you. Look at you. It comes for full
I love
circle.
green. My favorite color is green and purple.
Yeah, American Fury says I've played all of them since Origins, and I'm excited to play this. I meant to grab. Elemental says it honestly doesn't even look like Dragon Age though. It should have been like the previous Dragon Ages, Veilguard needed to be like the other games, not like Fortnite. And yeah, I guess that's sort of what we're talking about. Like Dragon Age has always been different, and guys, I made a whole video about this. Dragon Age has been like this since Dragon Age 2, and people have been complaining about Dragon Age ever since Dragon Age 2, and it's sort of iterated. It's tried to like evolve over time and be something new every single time. Dragon Age Inquisition was such a huge leap from like anything that Dragon Age was ever supposed to be. You went from like this downtrodden no one hero of Ferelden to being like this oppressed victim of war in Dragon Age 2 to the chosen one of the gods in Inquisition, where you're like leading an entire like empire, and it got so crazy. So each Dragon Age has been so crazily different from one another, and I think it's totally fair for people to be critical if you are a fan of Dragon Age, to say that it looks different, because yeah, they are all very different, and I think a lot of people have been wanting a return to form, which would be Origins, and that's what everyone has said forever and ever and ever. But we're just not going to get that. And so you can call it pandering, you can call it whatever you want, but it's different, and there are things that I do not like about it at all. I'm not necessarily like a huge fan of the art style. It is strange to me, but like I said, I think maybe once I get into it, I'm in it for 20 hours, it'll start to like settle in. I haven't watched a lot of Veilguard stuff, like lore stuff. It was cool to see like the wardens and stuff like that. They look like wardens. They got the winged helmets and all that kind of stuff. Like I think a lot of, I've said it before, I think a lot of the fans of Dragon Age that do like 1, 2, and 3 will at least appreciate what they're doing story-wise and lore-wise, because it seems like they're staying true to that kind of stuff. And they're building straight off of the narrative of Inquisition and Trespasser DLC, which I won't go into spoilers if you haven't played that, but so at least they're being true to that aspect of it. It's really hard to even recommend this game and to be invested whenever you have no idea what's going on in the narrative from the past 3 games. So it's hard to get people. Go ahead, Holly. I'm rambling.
No, I was just to say, this is just my opinion. I don't like that art style, and having no tie to that franchise.
Yeah.
That was enough alone to turn me off, let alone a lot of the character creator stuff that's come out for a variety of reasons, which I think is silly. I don't like character creators that much anyway. That's a me thing. And then here, this one has a lot of flaws. So like, and then the goofy bulbous foreheads of the Canary, and it just looks so ridiculous.
All they have to do is just like add the Holly, have you seen the comparison? Like, you know what they're supposed to look like, right?
Yes, the old ones look cool as hell.
Fucking awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, all they have to do is
that's
just,
what
like,
I'm saying. And that's my point, right? I was like, if it looked like that, I would have been like, okay. Like, I'm very interested, right? But literally all of these things that you've done to this are like, no. And that's just me. That's why I'm not buying it. It has nothing to do with anybody else liking it, not liking it, enjoying it. Just my opinion. So when I'm asked, well, why don't you want to play this? Well, that's why I don't want to play it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and it's totally fair, Holly. Totally fair. Yeah, that's we could go on. Any other thoughts? This will never end. But Damarco, do you have anything else?
Yeah. I hope that I hope that some of this critique does not reflect on the direction of Mass Effect 5.
Yeah, me 100%.
Yeah.
4.
Yes.
4, 5,
whichever.
yeah.
4.
That's
5,
if BioWare lifts.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a different team. It's a different team. So
4.
Yeah.
It is a different team, and I think that one thing I can acknowledge, speaking strictly to art direction, that Dragon Age the Veilguard is going in. Obviously, some other features that people are complaining about, fairly or unfairly, might seep their way as inspiration just because it's the same studio. But as far as art direction goes, what I can say is I think this is a decent way to help distinguish the two from one feeling like so they can kind of avoid, not that it's ever negatively impacted Bethesda games, but it can help to avoid what Bethesda games go through, where Fallout, like especially with Fallout 3 and Oblivion, people would either say this is just Oblivion with guns, or this is just Fallout 3 with swords, right? Depending on which game people played first. And I think a great way to distinguish it is through the art direction of the games. So in that regard, I can say I hope that it kind of helps them each feel, because even when you look at the weapon wheel and how you sort of look around and then you select the power that you want your companion to use, right? That's straight out of Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3.
Yep.
So especially if that continues for Mass Effect 4 or 5, whatever you want to call it, then we need some separation between the two, and visually speaking can be one such way to do that. Although I'll never stop saying how the Quinari look absolutely ridiculous. But that's my final.
Totally agree. Yeah, Assassin, do you
I
have
think
any
that's
other
a
thoughts?
universal
I'm sorry.
agreement, right? Sorry,
Yeah,
that
no,
everybody.
dude, I mean, Holly, Damarco and I are huge fans of Dragon Age. Yeah, we're saying that they look like shit. Like, they look awful. Like, it's just...
They look so dumb.
It's so stupid. And honestly, I mean, they have said, like, we're listening to feedback, and a lot of people have said, like, can they even turn... What are you going to do to redesign every single... Because there are going to be NPCs...
Every single one.
Yeah, there's going to be NPCs that are, like, main characters that are Qunari. What are you going to do? Completely redesign? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how game dev works, so
The one
whatever.
thing I hate about it too is just not to keep it straight to Veilguard, right? I think there's a deeper conversation that can be had about it, in that you're sort of neutering your fantasy worlds by, now it just looks like a human with some horns, right? But before they were very distinguished. One thing that I can say I sort of like about, I'm reading Brandon Sanderson's, is actually those books right there. I'm about halfway through the first of Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight Archive. The one thing I could say that I really appreciate is that each of the regions in the world, when they talk about, like, oh, this is in this part of the world, or this is in this part over here, Roshar or Alethar, I don't
In
remember the
Hossberg
names.
and the wetlands and stuff like that.
Too well.
Yeah.
They each, you get, every once in a while you get bits and pieces of, like, how, these characters, like, their eyebrows, like, go down to here, and, like, that's natural, and it, like, merges into their beards or something. Like, those are the the Parshmen, they have, their bodies are, like, they have natural armor that grows out of their skin. And one thing that I love about it is that that's that region, right? These guys are these foreign entities. Not every single thing is a melting pot, which inadvertently dilutes your fantasy. It takes away from your fantasy world by trying to say, well, look at all this cultural, like, everything is mixing, everything's a melting pot, and you sort of remove some of that identity that makes them unique. And you can see that too with it when we bring it back to Veilguard. That sort of translates as well with the character designs, where the things that make these characters unique, you are stripping that away by going with something that is more universal, or more just sort of just, again, to go with melting, right? As a it's just blended all these things together to get something that's not unique versus keeping them separate, that makes them foreign. I think that's part of what makes Elder Scrolls very appealing too, is you look at sort of, you have the faraway islands, why can't I remember a single one? You have those islands in Elder Scrolls that are just where the Khajiit came from, right? That are just completely and utterly foreign, and we're never going to get to see those. But when you have these mysterious cultures and you have that diversity in those cultures cemented, it makes them mysterious, it makes them unique, it makes them interesting and intriguing, and you want to know more about them. So there you go. That's my spiel about modern fantasy literature and games.
Yeah, no, well said, man. Yeah, you're the king of that for sure. Assassin, are you awake?
Yakuda.
I'm awake.
Yakuda.
What's the question?
Yakudo. I didn't want to say Yakuza. It's Yakuda. That's one of the islands in Elder Scrolls.
Okay.
Yakuda. I'm sorry.
Yakuda.
Yakuda. That sounds like.
I'm sorry.
I think Hallie
Yeah.
knows. Yeah, it sounds like a. All right. Anyway.
Also, Elemental and American Fury are kind of going a little bit back and forth about pre-orders. I just saw a video this morning that was talking about, I guess there's a way to look up pre-order numbers on certain games, and I'm assuming it's only Steam. But the pre-orders for Dragon Age right now are only at like 11,100. And the pre-orders for Assassin's Creed was like 9,000 something. It's pretty low. I don't know if that I don't know enough about like normal pre-order numbers to know when it's like a massive success. I don't know if Damarco, you ever go down the rabbit hole of checking those. No?
No, I don't. I've not pre-ordered a game in years, with the exception of once the reviews come out, I know I'm going to get it. There might be like a pre-order bonus that I want to take advantage of, so I'll get it maybe the day before.
Yeah, that's what I do now too. I wouldn't
even count that as pre-ordering, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know it technically is, but
I pre-order all the time.
Sure, so
just not the way that you guys do.
It's probably because
you're
it's
paying
physical,
money for a
right?
game that's not complete.
Yeah, right. And we've seen so many games come out with not day one patches that needed to be day one patches and things like that I've kind of stopped the pre-order, like you said, unless there's some sort of bonus and I know it's a game that I'm like all in on. But Assassin, you do it because of the like steel books or to ensure that you get your own physical copy. Is that true?
Yeah, that's mainly it. But the thing is, you guys, when you think of pre-ordering, you think of paying the full thing. Luckily for me, GameStop only lets you put $5 down.
Oh yeah.
If I don't like the game, or if the reviews aren't good, or sometimes I wait a day or two after the game officially comes out, and if there is no day one patch, or if it's like a Cyberpunk situation, I just place the $5 on a different pre-order that I know will be good. So,
oh yeah, you can just move it around.
I'm pretty sure you can move it too. Yeah, you can move it, or
you can
get it back, I think in some.
You can. Yeah, for GameStop specifically, if you cancel it, you can always put it towards something else, or you can take the money back.
Right.
That is the benefit of physical. Now with digital, you pre-order it, and if you don't like it, or if it's not good at launch, you're stuck with it. Sometimes you may not even get your money back. That's why I do not like digital.
Yeah, there's no point to digital pre-order either, because pre-ordering was meant so you could secure yourself a copy, especially with physical releases. If you knew it was going to be a popular game, you wanted to make sure that the store ordered enough that you can get one. And obviously with digital, guess what? Quantity's not a problem. Surprise, I know, everyone's very shocked by that. But there's unlimited copies of it that you can get digitally.
And ironically, I guess some developers, once they realize that, whoa, if people buy our game digitally, it makes it harder for them to get refunds, so we don't technically have to put in our all.
Possible.
Yeah.
So you can kind of point. I'm not saying it's entirely the reason why there's a dip in quality when it comes to day one, but it is a part of it. It is a part of the pie. That is the reason. Of course, there's also greed and laziness and such and such. Anyway, what were you saying, Red?
I was gonna say, someone got summoned from their slumber, who's in chat right now.
Jonas.
Jonas, welcome back, bro. We missed you. He said, Cash Eater local to Tamriel. You're thinking of Akavir. Yakuta is the original homeland of the Red Guards. I sensed mistakes in the Elder Scrolls lore, and I was summoned. He just woke up out of a cold sweat like Boondock Saints. He's like, yeah, exactly. Something is awry.
Yeah, I have a lot of
Jonas.
jokes for the final game of this state of play, so let's keep going.
Okay. So, Alan Wake 2.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Assassin. You want to go first?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I've got
He
nothing.
was very
I've got
excited.
nothing to say, really, except I can't wait to buy it physical, and then I'll have lots more to say. But I'm glad
Is that November?
Remedy is. It is October 23rd, so it's going to be part of my month-long horror game stream.
Nice.
Along. Yeah, it'll be the final one.
When does that come out on physical?
And
October 23rd.
Okay, so that's when you're going hard. And how you
exactly 1 year after the digital release.
Wow. Wow, I'm stuck with it.
Wow.
A friend bought
timed
it for
exclusive for digital.
Weird, right? Yeah.
Digital timed exclusive. Motherfucker, I hate that now so much.
Yeah. Yeah, it just makes you just like want to wait for everything. Yeah, this looked like I don't know. In comparison to like the DLC trailers that we got with Alan Wake, the first DLC that we got, this looks like an actual proper expansion. Maybe this is the expansion. I don't even know what was promised, but like what I was waiting for was something like this. The first DLC wasn't what the expansion pass was for, right?
I think this is. I think it said in the trailer that this was the digital deluxe. Expansion.
Right. This is
which
what
is what I
people were
got.
waiting for. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because that's, man, and
I'm so glad it's tied to Control too. Like,
me
it's
too.
Very much in the Bureau of Control. Yeah.
Because like
that's what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the atmosphere of Control. I've never played a game where I felt so claustrophobic. Like not in a good way. Like I really that was like my big gripe. I felt so claustrophobic, and eventually I ended up turning all the settings to like infinite one-hit kills and invincibility and Control, just so I could just play through and enjoy the story. And it was really great. And then I went back and like watched Control as like a movie. So I love the Alan Wake or the Remedy verse. Like I love that whole connected universe. It's so cool. So the fact that they're tying it in, the fact that they're tying it into like Control, because we're gonna get a Control 2. So I'm just so excited. And Alan Wake 2 is so, oh my god, that game is so fucking good. It's so good. And Assassin, it's so much better if you know like the references and the lore and stuff like that. I told you about the video from the YouTuber Hidden Machine. Don't forget Hidden Machine. He's got like this documentary style video that's like an hour long. It might not even be that long, but he's got this documentary style video that is one of those before you play Alan Wake 2, and it's incredible. It's incredible. Like that he ties everything together, all the universes together. That video is all that you need to watch before you play Alan Wake 2, and I promise you will be like, Red, I'm so glad that you told me to watch that video.
Do I have to though? I already played through first Alan Wake.
No, you need to. Because
you need to know Control.
Yeah, it's Quantum Break and Control and like all
Control.
Of that. But just trust me, bro. Would you rather play 57 hours of video games or watch an hour-long video? Trust me, it's.
I'd
so
rather
worth
play
it.
the 57 hours of video games.
Okay, and Damarco, you haven't played Alan Wake 2, right?
I started it. I can't remember at what part of the game I got to, but it was still fairly early. I remember the detective, the female detective character, freaked out because she went and then saw that there was like a tree that wasn't there, and then suddenly there was a tree that was there, or something like that. Very early on in the game, I know, but
Right.
it was good. It was good. I think I've just been sort of waiting for the right atmosphere to play it, which is when it starts getting darker sooner, and I could have all the lights off and sit and play and get spooked by it a little bit more, which right now is getting there almost. But yeah, it was cool. I liked it a lot, and it was a stellar improvement from the first game as well in terms of the actual gameplay.
Okay. And Holly, you're obviously really excited. You're glad that it's in Control, in the Control universe. Yeah.
Remedy is like one of the absolute best world builder studios. I think they're really, really good. Their gameplay, I don't love, but their worlds are so good that it's, it's just very interesting. And I love that all of their games are in the same universe. I think that's super unique and really special. So, we're ready for the next 100%? One? Sorry?
Is there a game that you just love 100%?
Assassin, you complain about games all the time too. We all have to critique things. Nothing. Well, BioShock is pretty freaking perfect. Dishonored is pretty freaking perfect.
It is, yeah, they're pretty flawed.
Call of Duty is pretty freaking perfect.
Call of Duty kind of, it's like too
okay, I'm not gonna debate you on BioShock and the other one that you mentioned because you've played that one for years. But Call of Duty, I have a feeling that me and Damarco would have a pretty good debate with you about the quality of Call of Duty. At least until
Call you Andy Pants at that point.
Oh no! All right.
Hey!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He was like, Black Ops 6 is trash, and I was like, okay, all right, you're not credible on anything now.
It's woke.
Andy
Who
Pants
said that?
did. Andy Pants.
Don't give him a.
Oh, that quack.
Talk about him.
Oh yeah, Quantum TV 2.0. Anyway, let's move on.
Literally. More like
so
0.5.
next is Hitman World of Assassination PSVR 2 in December. Moving on from that is Legacy of Kain 1 and 2 Remaster. My point on this one is going to be, I think you're going to be severely disappointed because just like I just found out with Dead Rising, a remaster on a game that old is not going to bring it up to snuff enough for modern gaming real enjoyment. I think it should probably be a full remake, but you're not getting that.
And I think like what a lot of people really just want is just like to sort of give them a trip back in time with what the game looked like in their head with nostalgia glasses, which is why a Star Wars Bounty Hunter, same team, it's Aspire who's doing this again, or Asper, I call them Aspire Media, whatever. They're doing this again, and they had a lot of trouble with the Battlefront. No, yeah, I'm not saying that they're the only problem in the world. I'm just saying they are sort of like at the forefront of what's going wrong with remasters. They're very busy with a lot of this nostalgia bait stuff, and Battlefront 1 had a lot of issues, namely server issues, as if they didn't expect millions of people to try to flock and play that game. Anyway, Soul Reaver, I think it was smart of them to bundle 1 and 2 together. Do we have a price for this? Was it $40, $30 probably? Do we even know?
Charge $70 for this? I swear to God.
No, it's not.
It is 2 games.
It's two games, which is why I think it's going to be $30. That's what I'm going to assume.
That is fair. And Red, I'm saying 50 to 60 in Red. What I meant by it's not just Aspire. Aspire's not the only developer on it. Crystal Dynamics is co-developing with Aspire.
Oh yeah, I guess they would have to be, right? Yeah, they would have to be.
Yeah, because it doesn't. Yeah, Crystal owns the IP, so
right.
If Aspire by themselves, I'd be more concerned. But since Crystal Dynamics is having a hand in it, I'm a little bit more optimistic.
So, Soul Reaver was one of those games. I'll never forget playing it. It was one of those games I had to like hide whenever my mom came in. I was like, nothing, and it like hit the open disc tray, and she was like, "Okay, I'm just letting you know dinner's ready," and like shut the door. And I was like, "Fuck," because I didn't have a memory card, so I would just like lose all my progress every time I did that. It's so nostalgic to me because that game it's in the Legacy of Kain, the Blood Omen universe. Where you played as Kain, and then Kain gets really powerful and gets total power hungry, and Raziel is like one of his like followers. Like he's like, I look up to you. You're like my dad. And he strips him of his power, takes off his wings. He shows that he's ascended because vampires. If anyone doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This game, it means a lot to a lot of people. Unlike like Star Wars Bounty Hunter was like a little nostalgia trip. I don't know how well Star Wars Bounty Hunter did, or any Aspire Media games for that matter. I would say if it's 2 games bundled for $30, I would say it would be worth it, and I'm kind of excited for it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have too much to say. I don't know if anyone else has ever even played these games. No. Okay. We can move
How
on.
does Ted remember all these names? Because he has me as his personal encyclopedia of information. That's why.
Because noise motherfucker. Just found out your channel and just found your. I'm so sorry. Sorry. William Riggs says just found that channel you just said, and I can't wait to watch. Oh yeah, Hidden Machine. See, look at that, William Riggs. Never played that game. Do you recommend it? I'm sorry, William. I'm not sure which game you're talking about.
Talking about Soul Reaver.
Well, yeah, I would totally recommend it. If you want to play it, I would say just wait for this remaster, depending on the price. Again, if it's $30, yeah, I would say that would be great.
Legacy it's also coming to Xbox. I will give you that price in just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find.
Okay. Jonas says, I only had the Soul Reaver demo on a demo disc with like 20 demos on PS1.
It's $30. You're right.
Look
it's
at
actually
me.
27 right now.
Look at me go.
For a pre-purchase promotion of 10% off.
There you go.
Yep, $30. Yep, she's right.
I would say it's worth it. Look at that. The first time I've ever been
Xbox
right about
too.
anything in my life. Anyway, so there you go. Soul Reaver coming. I'm really excited. It's just nostalgia. Like I just remember it being like one of those games at the time that did things that other games I had never seen before. So it was one of those games that is Hidden Machine a Pokemon? No, it's not. It's the well, I mean it could be. I don't know. That's the dude's channel name. Hidden Machine is the channel, and he's got a video. It's just so great, and he breaks down the whole Remedyverse of what you need to know before you play Alan Wake 2. And it alone was like better than playing the games. I was like, I just want to like watch more of this because it's so Remedy is just so incredible with their lore and their connections and stuff. So anyway, we can move on. And shout out to everyone here, by the way. I really appreciate everyone being here, hanging out with us. Thank you. Go ahead.
We are exactly halfway.
Yes.
Fear the Spotlight. It was the Blumhouse game, the one that's coming in October.
The
kind of that
pixelated
old
one?
school, old school graphics.
Love that.
Horror style.
It's just gonna get smushed based on its release.
It looked
date. It'll get
interesting,
completely
but
lost in the shuffle,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate.
The day before Alan Wake 2 release physical. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch
4 days before Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And then Dragon Age.
It's dead.
The Veilguard at the end of October. It's just that's a dead on arrival indie game from Blumhouse, and
It's
that
too
sucks
bad.
because I'm pretty sure it's one of Blumhouse's first games, isn't it? That's a new
They've got
studio.
Yeah, they
a few
have
games in
like
development.
5 or 6 games in the queue. Yeah.
Yeah,
forgot
that's
about
one of their first from that publishing branch, and the release date of it is the big thing getting in the way. I guarantee it. So it already had an uphill battle with the types of games they were making. That's already sort of a hard hill to climb in 2024 gaming. But now with that, it's really just sort of
Yeah.
Yep.
Next.
Next.
Towers of Agazba.
I don't know
Towers
what
of
the hell that
Agazba.
was. It was an interesting.
It was quick and out.
Yeah, they're like, hey, look, here's a guy climbing and running, and look at the scenery, and here's this. Thanks, it's early access. See you later. I was like, okay.
That's in early December, in case anybody knows what that was and they were interested. Then there was the little blurb for a Lego game that was not Horizon.
Fortnite.
Oh yes.
The dual screen for Lego Fortnite
And
that nobody
yes.
cares.
And then there was the Fortnite limited edition controller, and then was Dynasty Warrior Origins. Pause.
Which is coming to Xbox, by the way, Red. Just saw the trailer for it on the Xbox channel.
What is it? Oh, it is. It is. And when is that coming?
January 17th.
January 17th.
Okay. All right. I'll keep that on my radar. I love those games as if I haven't played one in 17 years, but It looked really good, but I'm wondering if it's still just the same Dynasty Warriors formula. It's just a lot of hack and slash. You're fighting hundreds of thousands of people all at once. With
broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I'm just wondering like what the hook is other than just really pretty, more Dynasty Warriors. But yeah,
did Dynasty Warriors have a story in the games? Because it looks like they were trying to hype up the story and the characters.
What's that, DeMarco?
At least that's what the trailer was trying to do.
The music sounded incredible. Like whatever music they were playing when they closed out the show, that showing, I was like, ooh, that is something I might turn on in the background. If that's any taste of what some of the rest will be like.
Yeah, the Dynasty Warriors has always, as far as story goes, it's always been like, here's a bunch of fighting and like a lot of dialogue while you're fighting, and then have like a short cutscene for the next enemy that's coming out and to fight him. So I don't know, it's a cultural thing. It's one of those games that it really just not a lot of look. I can't speak on it nowadays, but like back then it wasn't like a whole lot of substance. But I'm talking about like games back 15 years ago or whatever. So but yeah, it looked really good.
Xbox just posted a graphic that says coming to Xbox, and a bunch of the games that were in this. Only games that were in this that are coming are on the post for Twitter.
Okay.
Not again.
So Sonic is on there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles it has a big badge on it that says play now on Game Pass. Hell of Us, Dragon Age, Fear the Spotlight, Dynasty War Origins, Monster Hunter, Soul Reaver, Fantasian, and the Alan Wake DLC.
So they just did a look at all these great games coming to Xbox meme again. They did the same thing last year after the State of Play. Look at all these
Sony
games.
does that to them all the time, so there's just them doing the same
Not
thing.
like that. They don't outright say it, but okay.
Yeah, they do. They usually do. It even says if you look closely, you'll notice these games are coming to Xbox.
Well, yeah. I mean, after the showcase back in June, PlayStation was like, "Oh yeah, here's this game coming to PlayStation," but they don't show like a graphic saying, "Oh, look at all these great games also coming to PlayStation." Like they never do that.
Is Veilguard going to Game Pass?
No.
Probably
it's not Game Pass.
It'll be EA Play like a year later. So
it'll
Game
be
Pass.
Well, not day one.
Is that
but not day one. Yeah.
Day one.
Yes, you are right, but yeah, not day one.
It'll happen a few months later down the line. The same thing happened with Dead Space Remake and Immortals of Avium. They came to the service like 6 to 8 months after they came out.
Mass Effect Legendary Edition as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so after Dynasty, are you guys done with Dynasty Warriors?
Yep.
Yes.
Monster Hunter Wilds, February 28th.
Now, what is this audacity that Red wants us to play World, but we haven't even played Payday 3?
I'm always ready.
In 2 weeks?
Always ready to play. I'm always
I
ready to play
told him
Space
that he
Marine.
had to schedule something again.
You're the leader of this group, Red.
I'm not.
Tell us. We don't invite you.
That's not how life works. we're not a dictatorship here. No, I'm ready to play that.
This isn't
whenever.
Frostpunk.
This isn't Frostpunk. This isn't Rick Grimes
yes.
and Walking Dead.
He's not sending us out to die in search of supplies.
Yeah. No,
I beat Frostpunk, by the way. It was fantastic. Although they lied about the difficulty.
Beat it?
Yeah, I beat the story. They absolutely lied about. They said play on the civilian or whatever it's called difficulty if you're new to Frostpunk, and I did, and it was so stupidly easy that there was no tension. there were like 2 moments of tension where I was down to the wire. It's like you need to complete this, but within this time frame. Otherwise, like, everyone is going to be horrifically, like, everything's going to be terrible forever, and everyone's going to hate you, and you're going to cry before you go to sleep, and your mom won't kiss you goodnight anymore, and just all these terrible things. So, other than that, it was way too easy on on the higher difficulties, on the lower difficulties. Excuse me.
They did
Marguerite,
say that they
that's
made this one
okay.
more accessible than the first one, difficulty-wise.
What'd you
so
say,
maybe.
Are you a masochist or something? You like things really hard.
That's. Oh, there's so many things I could say right now.
That's not appropriate for this.
Oh, or is it? But
I just no, look, I like to have to think in my games a little bit. I don't like when I could just kind of sit back with the controller and be like.
So you hate Doom then?
And then I love Doom.
But you told me that Doom is the kind of game where you just turn your mind off and just play.
Not in it. You yes and no. Like Doom, you turn your brain off and you're just mashing through hordes of demons, and it's a great. But you still need to have that reaction time and that quick thinking. Like you're not. It's different in the sense you're not going into it with this really hyper deep story that you need to be super present for, and your choices are going to dramatically change. So that's not the mindset you go into with the Doom game. You're like, I'm gonna mess the shit out of some demons. And you do, and you rip them apart, and you tear, and it's a great time.
That.
And you laugh, and you cry, and you poop. And you just, it's amazing. It's wonderful. It's turning your brain off in a different way, but you still need to be present.
Is that the Doomslayer's catchphrase? He goes, "I'm gonna mess the shit out of some demons."
I have a catchphrase. He doesn't talk.
That's the only thing he ever says.
He
just, yeah.
His catchphrase is stabbing you in the chest.
Yeah, a lot more than that. He like
Cool
puts his
saying,
hand
like-
through your face. Anyway, Holly.
Monster Hunter was the one.
Yep, Monster Hunter. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, so thank you for reminding me what the hell we were talking about. Yeah, Monster Hunter. This game looks amazing. It looks like it's like a level up from World. And chat, I'm interested. Do you guys like Monster Hunter? I grew up playing it, so I'm like heavily involved in, or not involved. I'm heavily. There's a lot of nostalgia there for me personally. I love those games. I put a couple of 100 hours into World, and well, whenever you play a Monster Hunter game, it is one of those. It is meant to be played with friends. You can totally play it by yourself, but it's one of those games that if you play it by yourself, you're not really, like, you're just not getting, like, what it's all about. Like, that feeling of the camaraderie and the teamwork, and, like, oh my god, like, as soon as you take down a monster after fighting it for literally, like, 45 minutes straight, because there's, like, a time limit. You have, like, an hour time limit each hunt. So it never really feels rushed. It just feels like just right. Like you could take down a monster very quickly if you're strong enough. But after fighting like the bigger monsters in Monster Hunter, and like as a team taking down a Monster Hunter, and that camera pans out and shows that it goes down, that you've taken it out, is just, oh my god, everyone's just screaming in the party, just having such a good time. Oh my god, it's just like nothing else. It's so good. It's just so good. So yeah, I can't wait for it. William Rigg says it's one of my favorite, one of my new favorite games. American Fury says I tried it. Yeah, the learning curve, it's definitely different. It's a gear based game for sure. So it's not like a RPG. You gotta hunt the monsters, carve the monsters, take the parts, and go make the armor, make the weapons, then rinse and repeat, and the loop is really fun.
Kill the bigger monster.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, like I'm gonna go fight a monster that's weak against ice, so I need to go hunt a monster to get their gear, to get an ice weapon and ice, that kind of stuff. And the loop is really, it feels really rewarding because you literally like hunted for the gear that you're wearing and stuff. So anyway. Yeah, Damarco, are you excited about Monster Hunter Wilds?
Monster Hunter, I tried to get into the most recent one, Monster Hunter
Worlds. Oh, Rise.
World. Right. No, before. I guess actually before that.
So it is World. Yeah.
World. Yeah, I tried to get into Monster Hunter World. I did play it a bit. It was a little too grindy for my taste. So I can appreciate the gameplay loop, and I can really appreciate why people like that flow for the game. But for me, as I was sitting down there, I was like, okay, I gotta grind for this. And people don't see it as a grind. Other people don't, who really like the franchise, they don't see it as a grind because that's just what the game is.
That's what it is.
But to me, I went in, I was like, all right, I gotta grind for this to go do this, and then I gotta go grind this thing to go do that thing. But in order to do that thing, I need to grind over. And I went,
Did you play it by yourself or did you play it with friends? Because that can make a difference.
That might make a huge difference for that type of game. What I will say is Monster Hunter is one of the most consistently, and I said this obviously during the stream, but it is one of the most consistently just solid games for what it does. And I think that it has carved out a wonderful niche for itself that I hope one day maybe I will be able to look at with a fonder appreciation. But for now, for the time being, my personal taste leads more towards something like Crimson Desert with that type of world and being able to run around and explore that to me looks really, really cool.
Dude, that speedster boss made me so happy.
Yeah, even a Dragon's Dogma 2, like that has the big monsters that you're climbing on top of, the griffin flying you away, and that actually did get kind of repetitive for me at a certain point, but that type of thing is more up my alley than Monster Hunter, where you're fighting the same boss for 30 minutes or more.
Right. Yeah, Assassin, you like Monster Hunter?
I'm salty about how you suggested that we play World when we haven't even played Payday weeks. But regarding Wilds, though, it looks amazing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Wilds the first Monster Hunter game that they're doing on the RE engine?
No, I don't think so. No, I think it always has been. Well, always as in
the RE engine didn't start coming into the mainstream until RE7 Biohazard.
Yeah, so
I think Monster Hunter Wilds
2017
for that.
Yeah, I think this is the same engine as Worlds, which should be RE engine. I could be wrong, but Monster Hunter Worlds and Wilds look very. Wilds is a sequel to Worlds. Like it is.
All the Monster Hunter games are sequels to each other.
Well,
the main concern that I have for
the aesthetic is very, very, very similar. Like Rise, you could see it, but again, Rise was on a different platform at launch. So it wasn't as didn't have like that.
It wasn't as fleshed out as World was because it was on the couldn't afford to be.
Exactly. So, but
regarding Wilds though, the only thing that concerns me is the performance. If I'm playing with you guys and it ends up being choppy, it's gonna turn me off. That's the one thing I'm concerned about, but I will still get it. I mean, it's like I told Damarco, playing by yourself or playing as a group can make an entire difference when it comes to games like Monster.
Sorry, I meant to remove that. We're not talking about.
I'll be playing day one with you, Red. Don't worry.
Okay. And Holly.
But I'm not playing World with you.
Oh, that's fine. I understand. And Holly, this is not your cup of joe. Okay.
Please tell us, Miss Japanope.
What's next?
Lego Horizon Adventures, November 14th.
And what's next after
Hold on.
Oh, I thought you said hold on, Assassin. Sorry.
No, I said move on. Wait, it's coming out November 14th, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means Stalker 2 is going to be Game of the Year material. Okay, moving on.
Yep.
The Horizon curse is real, and it will be proven when Stalker 2 comes
out. Except I think the cutoff for Game of the Year Game Awards is like the first week in November.
So,
Holly, I said Game of the Year. I didn't say the Keeley PlayStation.
Okay. Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster, October 31st.
Rough.
Yeah, Damarco? No, we've already.
I just Horizon Zero Dawn.
Pain.
I just responded. I saw somebody someone put on Twitter like a comparison between the original and the remaster, like our first look at the. And one of my favorite gifs or like memes to use is the Gravity Falls with the guy holding the piece of paper. And he's just like, it's worthless. So that was all, and then the other guy's just like, it's more than worthless. I love that so much. I saw someone put up the comparison shot, and just even though it's available through a $10 upgrade, it's just absolutely like I'm sorry, Sony, you are slowly deteriorating. Like this nonsense has between Last of Us 2, which somehow
it went under your radar.
Somehow just completely wiped from my memory. I have zero recollection of that ever happening. But Last of Us 2 remastered, Last of Us 1 remastered, Horizon Zero Dawn remastered, Horizon Forbidden East remastered, Horizon
Days Gone remastered.
Stop it. It's time
Where was
to stop.
Days Gone?
Filthy Frank was right. It's time to stop. Knock it off. Bad PlayStation. No.
Okay, Damarco. Wait. Damarco, hold on.
Don't make me get the spritz bottle.
Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, just one question. Obviously, Horizon didn't need a remaster. The Last of Us Part 2 didn't need one. A lot of these games didn't need one, right? Would you be opposed to Bloodborne getting one? It's never gonna happen, but would you be opposed to that? Because it's stuck at 30 frames, and it's never been on PC.
Just port it to PC, and when you port it to PC, just put in a free 60 FPS update. It's not impossible. Like, it's just, if they could do it with Starfield, you could do it with Bloodborne. I don't care. You don't need to remaster it. Just be like, hey, here you go. It's free. Like, take your you know what? I will accept your Horizon Zero Dawn remaster. I will accept it if you take that money and you give it to the team to get out a free 60 FPS update and a PC port for Bloodborne. Then I will look at that and I will go, all right, Horizon, you know what? Remaster Horizon Forbidden West. Do it. If we get something like that, go ahead. But that's not what's going to happen. They're just going to look at that $10. They're going to be like, $10? Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I would just like to
and they're just going to be like, this is great.
I would just like to point out he said free and Sony in the same sentence, so that's never going to happen.
They would never give an entire game away for free,
especially on PC.
Yeah.
No, not the game. No, gosh, no, not the game. Just the update to the game. And then charge your normal price for the PC. Charge your normal price for the PC port, but you don't need a remaster to do that. You can just say, here's a 60 FPS.
Spider-Man, right? Or no, because Spider-Man was no. They did the
Spider-Man remaster was bundled with Miles Morales as a $10 upgrade.
Well, Miles Morales was only worth $10. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I haven't played the game, but
it was worth the $40. Yeah.
I haven't played it. I'm actually excited to play it because I'm going through all the Spider-Man games and
it was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
it was
I
good.
like the snowy setting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Andrew Cullinan. Hey, Jonas says Bloodborne. Bloodborne port for PC is just free money. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying earlier.
Jesus Christ.
Anything, even people who have never played Bloodborne are like, yeah, what they said, Bloodborne.
Bruh. The only reason why we haven't gotten a Bloodborne PC port or a 60 FPS patch, From Software just doesn't want to do it. Apparently they're on bad terms with Sony right now. Don't know why.
That's a Sony problem. Sony owns that IP. They've said they'd like to do it.
I know, but Sony said internally they want From Software to do it.
Right, and I don't think that From Software wants to be locked away anymore.
From Software.
They want to sell it. They do. They do.
But that's the thing. Like, we saw what happened with Elden Ring. Can you imagine if Elden Ring... Imagine how From Software feels right now, looking at Elden Ring not being an exclusive, and they said, fuck, dude. Can you guys imagine if we were locked to one platform? We would have cut ourselves completely in half financially. And they're like, fuck Bloodborne. Fuck Bloodborne. Fuck that.
Yeah, Brett, people...
we're not...
There was an interview with Miyazaki a couple months ago, or I think it was a month ago, they asked him about Bloodborne, and he implied that he would go back to Bloodborne. He just doesn't want it to stay exclusive to one platform.
Oh, I didn't know that.
From Software does want. So here's the never-ending vicious cycle. Gamers want Bloodborne to get a 60 FPS patch on PS5, and they want it to come to PC. Sony sees this. They don't want to screw it up. They want From Software to do it. From Software wants to do it, but they don't want it to be locked to just PlayStation. Sony obviously doesn't want to lose Bloodborne to Xbox. So it's this never-ending cycle of we want to do this, but neither one wants to compromise. Right. So it's not going to happen. Why? Like,
I agree. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And there's going to be some deal
Miyazaki wants
made.
Bloodborne on Xbox. He didn't outright say that, but he said he wanted it on more platforms.
Right.
That does not imply just PC. I guarantee you that if you asked him about Demon's Souls, he would say the same thing. He wants all of his games everywhere.
Yeah,
that includes Demon's Souls, that includes Bloodborne.
Yeah, they're so prolific now. I mean, they want to be everywhere. And look at Square Enix. They want to be everywhere now too. They're like looking at we're
Atlas and Capcom. They took a hard lesson too.
Yeah, exactly. Atlas and Capcom. Exactly. What's the trend of this? All Japanese? Man, it's crazy. We can go on a whole thing about this. But anyway, let's move on because Holly is becoming.
Holly's getting angry and tired.
Yeah, I can see the rage. I can see the glow in her eyes.
The dragon rage.
Stellar Blade Nier Automata DLC 2024.
I'm confused. Is this like story DLC or is this just cosmetic DLC? Like what's happening?
We know they like the cosmetics. I don't know though. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that trailer like at all.
I didn't either, to be honest. And I like Stellar Blade, I do. I just don't understand what's the significance here. And was it really necessary to tell us that there's the photo mode could have been part of a blog along with this DLC? Like, was this really necessary?
Well, probably.
That and the Astrobot thing as well.
Well, the only thing I'll say is that's a brand new game and it's actual content that's coming. I don't know. Like a photo mode is definitely not any game worthy of an actual like section of the show. Right?
Yeah, they're like throwing in anything that they could think.
Like Rick, can you imagine if Xbox took time out of their June showcase to say, "Oh, Gears 5 is getting a photo mode"? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, cool, but what the hell?
Well, I think this game has a reputation, right, for the bootyliciousness. So they're leaning into it. They're leaning into it, right?
Literally.
Yeah, I'm not getting into that because that's not why I bought the game.
Yeah. Holly, can you hit? Just turn your camera on and off, or off and then on. That should fix it. Here we go, and we're done. Go ahead, keep talking. All right, so Stellar Blade is, I don't care about that game. I don't know. That game does not speak to me at all.
American Fury. If you put Marcus and Dom in thongs, it would have a photo mode.
Oh man, can you imagine? I can.
Just imagining Marcus and Dom in bikinis fighting the Locust.
That'd be great. I would love that.
Well, Holly gets stuff figured out. On her list, she has classics added, and then The Last of Us 1 Remaster is coming to the PlayStation catalog.
What does that mean?
Good for.
Why?
If you have the PlayStation lackluster equivalent of Game Pass, like their competitor.
Oh, okay. PlayStation Plus.
Then you get some stuff added to it, which is
good. Congratulations.
They're expanding.
W2K24, Dead Space, and Doki Doki are also coming to PlayStation Plus monthly. So, yay!
Yeah.
Okay.
So some stuff there. I mean, look, anything that kind of gives out. I'm not gonna say freebies, but kind of freebies to gamer, like anything that kind of allows players to get more value, I'm not going to scorn or wag my finger at, if that makes any sense. So it might seem too little too late for some. You know, it would have been cool to see like The Last of Us 2 as part of that, honestly, but we know that that's not Sony's strategy, so can't really complain about it, I guess, too much. I mean, you can do anything you want. It's your life.
It's the best way to end any conversation. Do whatever the hell you want. It's your life. All right. What's next on that dang list there?
PS5 Pro lineup.
PS Pro. Oh yeah, no, we're not even.
I was just kidding. I don't know. Holly was probably telling us the real one. What was it, Holly?
There was a bunch of classics that are being added to the PS Plus catalog. The newly remastered Last of Us 1, like the third remaster on that game, is going to the PS Plus catalog. They had a bunch of controllers that they were promoting new color schemes. And then the PS5 Pro infomercial.
Yeah.
And then it's the remaster of the PS5. It's the PS5 Pro.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I love that.
Sony's not beating those allegations. I'm sorry. I out of all four of us here, I love PlayStation the most, and even I'm just like, Sony, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
This is most of the games they showed off in that sizzle reel. We've all either played, beaten, or don't want to play.
They're years old.
I think
the only new game in that lineup was MGS Delta. That's it. Anyway, go to Marco.
PlayStation seems a little bit. PlayStation and Sony, they seem a little bit too obsessed with trying to almost position themselves as like, we are the elite gaming console platform, and you come to us for all of the top experiences. And it's like, well, no, you're a video game console, and there's better offerings.
Say it.
So
they're trying to be like a certain other company. They're trying.
I don't know what company you're talking about, if I'm being brutally honest. But
Apple.
They're trying to be like a white glove console company, and it's so silly. It must be working if they're getting, unless Horizon Remaster was just too far in development, because that might have started when they were doing all these other remasters around the same time, which I think is the case if I remember when it started kind of leaking that these things were happening. But
they were working on this for years. It's coming out in a month. You know.
Yeah. So unless like Horizon is really one of the last ones of kind of these modern generation remasters, which maybe is the case, maybe it's not.
Nope.
It might not be. Okay.
Until
apparently it's the start.
Then in that case, then it has to be working on some level, right? People have to be buying it. So,
which is a whole other conversation.
When we put out new games?
Because the next one is Until Dawn. Days Gone is getting a remaster, and apparently God of War Ragnarok and Spider-Man 2 are also getting remasters.
Until Dawn is also coming to PC. So that maybe is a bit different.
But to your point, just give the free upgrade to the people that own the game on the console instead of selling the upgrade.
Yeah.
American Fury says they're selling nostalgia like Nintendo, which that's a good point.
But it's not even nostalgia. It hasn't been long enough for it to be nostalgia. That's the problem.
It's like anything that's like 7+ years. That is their rationale for nostalgia. The Last of Us 1 is
not even
12
7
years. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like Last of Us 1 is 12 years old, and they're like, or 11 years old, and they're like, people who were 10 years old that played the game that they shouldn't have because it's rated M and really violent are now 22 years old, and now they want to play. And then it's a whole. I hate it.
Yeah, plus
it's already been remastered.
Exactly.
The thing about Nintendo specifically, American Fury, the thing about Nintendo is you have to remember, before Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door remake came out, there was no way to play that game on the current gen Switch. There were other games that Nintendo has released in the past few years. You would have to either dig up your old consoles, or you'd have to go out and try and buy those old consoles and games to play them now. A lot of games that came out for the Switch the past couple of years, yes, have been remasters, but there was no way to play them other than either buying the old consoles, like I just said, or emulating them. The difference here is you have like 5 different ways to play Horizon.
Right,
You have the PS4, you have the PS4 Pro, you have PC, you have the PS5, and now we have the PS5 Pro. Why, Sony?
And
What
although
are you
it
doing?
goes through Steam, that doesn't include like just being able to play it on handholds like the Asus or the Steam Deck and other stuff like that too.
Exactly. This is.
I know it's technically the same as PC, but like.
Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah, for the Steam Deck, if you buy it on Steam, you can play it on Steam Deck or PC. But anyway, that's the difference between Nintendo selling old games for nostalgia and Sony selling old games for nostalgia. And it's like Red and Holly said earlier. These games are not old enough to have nostalgia to them. If they release the original God of War trilogy from the PS3 and get that off that damn system and sell it to us for $50-$60 at 60 frames per second running on PS5 Pro, then that might actually be a good game and a good deal and a good remaster. But Horizon, Days Gone, no. And I swear to God, if they announce a Spider-Man 2 remaster next year, I'm going to flip the fuck off. These games do not need remasters.
They're gonna bundle it.
They need remasters for the PlayStation 8, not the 5 Pro.
I want 2 remasters. I want 2 remasters for Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man, not Spider-Man 2. I want one remaster that comes out with the old Peter Parker face, and then I want them to release a second remaster that goes back to the new face.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Damarco, they're gonna put that behind a paywall like Sega did with Keanu Reeves' Shadow.
Exactly. I love it.
Imagine having to pay $5 extra just to go back to the old Peter Parker face.
All right, let's move on to the next game here, Holly.
It's the very last one. It's Ghosts of Yotai.
All right, this is good. So,
yes.
First of all, okay, so this takes place before Ghost of Tsushima.
No,
right? It doesn't. Okay,
This takes place 300 years after Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, so you don't think Jin's gonna show up?
Well, golly, Red, if she can find a way for 325 years.
That'd be really impressive.
That'd be...
He's just like sitting there like...
Did you find the Fountain of Youth?
Yeah, exactly.
I've been around for 300 years to train the next generation of samurai.
Train the next ghost. I like what Sucker Punch is doing here. I'm sad that we're not going to play as Jin again, but I like that they're going into the emphasis that the ghost is a multi-generational type of legend.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Jin was the ghost, the first one, but that doesn't mean he was the only one.
Right.
Like, there are tons of Japanese legends. And I like how Sucker Punch is diving into that type of storytelling. I like that a lot.
Some details, Wario64 put it on Twitter, but it's coming from New York Times. Ghost of Yotai is, quote, the beginning of an official franchise that will include at least one movie and other spin-offs. The sequel to Ghost of Tsushima is the linchpin to a series of tightly choreographed efforts by Sony to transform the series into a larger entertainment franchise. A cinematic version of the original game has been in development for several years under Chad Stahelski, who directed the John Wick films.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's doing the movie. He's doing the movie, and he's already got the cast.
Sorry,
they're in production right now. Can't wait to see that movie.
Does this have one of the secret level episodes? Is there one of those?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
We will see Jin Sakai again in Secret Levels in December. Very glad that we finally get to see him.
And the Concord people.
Oh fuck! Yeah, I forgot about that. No.
Well, there's
hey,
really not a
you guys want to be reminded of your failure? Here you go.
They'll probably pull that episode. I bet. I wouldn't be surprised.
They're not going to. They said that they're going to keep it.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I guess my biggest takeaway from this is that it's a lady, and we got a wolf companion, which is really cool. So they're adding some cool little elements. I can already see it in my head. We've seen it 100 times where it's like you're sneaking and you can tell your wolf to be like, hey, go fuck that guy. Go fuck that guy. Go kill that guy, or go distract this person or whatever. So I'm really excited to see, and I'm sure that they'll be able to like fight alongside you. But I'm curious. I don't know, like I think the thing about the ghost games, I guess we can call them now.
Yes.
That the different legends, the different ghosts, are gonna have. I guess I'm curious to see like the fighting style, because like a lot of people loved the fighting stances, and a lot of people hated the fighting stances in Ghost of Tsushima. So I'm really curious to see how they switch that up, if they do it at all. I'm sure that they'll have like a sort of like an evolution of that. So I'm really
I
curious
got the PlayStation blog right here, actually, about Yotai. Okay, this is from the communications manager at Sucker Punch. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just the exciting bits. Today we are so happy to announce Ghosts of Yotai, the latest game from Sucker Punch, and the introduction of our new hero Atsu. When we set out to make a new Ghost, we wanted to maintain the core pillars established in Ghost of Tsushima, playing as a wandering warrior in feudal Japan, offering freedom to explore at your own pace and highlighting the beauty of the world. Ghost of Tsushima is probably the best looking game on the PS4, I stand by that, and I will to the end. We also wanted to continue to innovate, to create something fresh but familiar. We looked beyond Jin Sakai's story in the island of Tsushima and shifted our focus to the idea of the ghost instead. At Sucker Punch, we love origin stories, and we wanted to explore what it can mean to have a new hero wearing a ghost mask and uncovering a new legend. This led us to Ghost of Yotai, a new protagonist, a new story to unfold, and a new region of Japan to explore. The story is set in the lands surrounding Mount Yotai, current-day Hokkaido. In 1603, this area was outside the rule of Japan and filled with sprawling grasslands, snowy tundras. We all saw that. It was a far cry from the organized samurai clans who lived in Tsushima. It's an original story. It's built from the ground up for PlayStation 5. New setting also gives us the opportunity to introduce new mechanics, gameplay improvements, and even new weapons. Our trailer today offers a glimpse into this world, but there's so much more to show, and we'll have much more to share in the months ahead, including details about Atsu's journey, the people and animals she'll meet along the way. We are forever grateful for the success of Ghost of Tsushima, and we can't wait for you all to experience Ghosts of Yotai in 2025. 2025 is fucking stacked. We have this, GTA 6, and Fable just for me.
You're not getting GTA 6 in 2025.
I'll be shocked if we do. I'm gonna be honest. I'm betting $1,000 that there's going to be a delay. There will be a delay because it's Rockstar.
Why is everyone so certain of a delay? Like,
because it's Rockstar.
I'm not saying that there's not. I'm on that bandwagon too, but I'm just curious, like, what the rationale is that everyone is so adamant.
Because since GTA 4, they've delayed their games twice. Each time. GTA 5 was delayed twice. RDR2 was delayed twice. Rockstar does not like putting out their games until it reaches their quality. They do not want to release anything below that. And regarding RDR2 and GTA 5, I can honestly say it works. It works!
It works, yeah. So, okay, that answers that question. Cool. Moving on.
Alright. Anyway, anyone else excited for Ghost of Yotai, or is it just me? Because I'm the only one that likes PlayStation games.
Jonas is excited.
Yeah, Light is excited too. I actually tagged him on Twitter before the show. Ghost of Tsushima, or he and I will riot. And then immediately when the State of Play ended, I was like, hey! So I remember that thing I tagged you about.
It's cool. It's cool. I'm not a huge samurai person. It's just that era does not.
Really?
You know, I think it's cool. Yeah, I mean, I think the era is cool, but it's just like, I don't know. I guess I would rather see like a pirate sub-themed setting than a samurai.
Yeah, we don't have
setting,
a lot of. Yeah, we don't have a lot of that.
Boy, do I have a Yakuza game for you.
Well, Damarco, I wouldn't say like that help me God, that the genre is oversaturated necessarily, but I will say like I've had my fill. Like I'm good.
Samurai?
What?
you like samurai stuff. Now, I am excited about Assassin's Creed Shadows, but
yeah, that's one of the jokes actually that's going on Twitter. I like how a month before Assassin's Creed Shadows, which Assassin's Creed fans have been asking for years, isn't finally gonna happen, and then Ghosts of Yotai gets announced.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got plenty of time, so
like Ubisoft can't fucking catch a win with that game.
Yeah, Holly, do you have anything to say about Ghost of Yotai? I really don't have too much else to say about it other than like it looks good. I don't know really. It's just another Ghost of Tsushima game, you know. I don't know. I feel like this is what I would have said even if it was like Jin Sakai. I would have said the same thing. It's another Ghost game. Here we go.
Told you.
I'm with Damarco. I'm not much of a samurai lover, like for that story setting.
Yeah, I get it.
I will say
you guys hate the games I like. It's mutual.
No. But I have been interested in like there are certain ones like I'm actually interested in AC Shadows. I think it's gonna be the first AC game I play. And there are some select samurai games that I find, somewhat interesting. I have Ghost of Tsushima and I have Sekiro, and I've never played either of them. So I should remember.
I would definitely play Ghost of Tsushima, definitely.
Sekiro's very hard, right?
Yes, it's arguably the hardest mechanically of all the Souls games.
It's funny because like I've played Sekiro recently, and it's funny because like it is such like a double-edged sword, no pun intended, because like once you get, it's one of those, it's not based on health, it's like you can kill people instantly in that game. It's really based, it is like it is the peak skill-based game I've ever seen. Like it is 100% based around skill rather than like attacking, like chopping away at people's health. It's about parrying, it's about dodging, and like once you could literally just like finesse a boss entirely just by parrying him and dodging him and parrying, and just you feel like an absolute master. Like it feels so good when it works, but it is hard to master. So and I think that's why I got Game of the Year, because the people that really loved it really invested their time into learning how the mechanics worked, and when they did that, it's so rewarding, to really invest your time and to feel like you mastered something. So, Sekiro.
Who do you guys have more love and respect for in terms of their games, From Software or Rockstar?
Don't do that to me.
I'm not just asking you.
I think that Rockstar has a leg up in the scope of
they sort of revolutionized
games. It's I mean, you want to talk about incredible like lived in worlds. Rockstar has that down, but as far as gameplay, I think that FromSoft has it better. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that like Grand Theft Auto or even Red Dead Redemption's, like at least the shooting mechanics in Red Dead Redemption I think about are as clean feeling as the combat in Elden Ring.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like in terms of like legacy, Rockstar gets it like immediately. From Software is there, but like they're in their own genre. Like FromSoft is definitely like in their own genre, but Rockstar definitely like revolutionized video games in a lot of ways. I mean,
Ollie, do you agree?
Oh, you could say the same about FromSoft just based on the amount of Souls-like games that are releasing these days. I mean, it's one of the most common combat styles. So
that's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like Rockstar revolutionized games for their time, and then here comes From Software doing the same thing for their time in their genre, their respective genre. Yeah.
I think that I personally am more experienced with FromSoft than I do Rockstar, because I've never played GTA. I've only played Red Dead, and Red Dead 2 is top tier. Just as a matter of fact, that's funny because Elden Ring and Red Dead 2, I can't, you can't even put into words, right? How important those are to your gaming life, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, but it's because of the Red Dead story, Red Dead 2 story, and Elden Ring is not the story, it's the world. And Red Dead's the world too, right? They're both very good at building worlds, but Red Dead is the story and Elden Ring is the experience, I guess you could say.
The story is the experience.
Yeah.
I feel like this question kind of made you both, or kind of made all three of you go like, okay, I was not expecting this question.
Well, I don't know. It made me feel emotional. Yeah, because it made me a little like emotional. Not like I'm about to cry, but like it made me like really think about like
your tastes and everything, like what makes them special and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like I love Rockstar more than I give them credit for. Like I've played and I've loved all the GTAs, but like they've always felt like cotton candy, which is totally disrespectful to like how like impactful and how much like.
I would actually like to see these two studios go head to head for Game of the Year. They've never done. They've always been apart from each other.
FromSoft and Rockstar for Game of the Year.
Yeah, if you look at the Game of the Year nominations for the past like 10 years, Rockstar and From Software are always flip-flopping. They're never in the same year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're at the top. It's crazy. Yeah. Shout out to Infinite Umbra, who's about to go to work. Yeah, he says super excited for Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver Remaster. Thought, bro, yeah, we talked about that earlier. It's so nostalgic for me, man. Like I played that back in the day, and oh man, it changed a lot. It's one of those games that changed me. Yeah, big time. American Fury wants to know, Holly, how long have you been a gamer?
I responded to him.
Oh, okay. I gamed as a kid. Anyway, all right. Okay. All right. Is that all? Did we do it? Did we do this? We did this thing?
Yes, please.
We did this thing. Yes, please. All right. Fantastic.
I'm the female Damarco this week.
I know you are, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I wish I could like feed you through the camera. I'd be like, eat this. Eat this. This is my wrist pad. Eat that. Eat that. Anyway.
One of the benefits of not being on camera, I can eat behind the scenes, and you guys can't tell.
That. Here you go. Just open up.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Put some peanut butter on it. My dog would.
No, starting a podcast. Don't use a camera so you can actually eat. Your audience doesn't know.
There you go. Exactly.
It's like, is that a bully stick? Oh. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, everyone in chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I feel like maybe this is we've been trying to do the show this way when it comes to showcases. I think we nailed it this time. Just in terms of just the flow, and I always try to like make a new, like a special thumbnail for showcases. Maybe I shouldn't just do that anymore. That way you guys aren't like confused about what we're doing exactly. We're always going to try to do a showcase and then right after have the actual show if it falls on a Tuesday. So hey, F it. From now on, maybe we should just do our actual shows even if it doesn't fall on a Tuesday and just count it as a regular show because we're still talking about stuff. So thank you all so much, everyone who's always been so supportive and sticking around with us. I just can't thank you enough. Really appreciate it. Assassin, where can people hunt you down and stalk you?
You can find me at Assassin52 on Twitter. You can also find me on Twitch and YouTube. I'm actually editing my third video right now. Editing takes a lot of work. I agreed with Red when he said that earlier on Twitter, inserting his next video, which, Red, I don't know if you've talked about it yet. So, yeah, I've got another Rainbow Six Siege video. 20 minutes without the editing. Oh my god. It's a lot. But yeah, links are in the description down below.
There you go, Holly. Miss October. By the way, I love your awesome background with the bats and the orange and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's actually yellow and orange, but my camera doesn't give enough.
It works. I'm like, it's like, because it's like, that's Batman, but it's also Halloween, and it's orange, and it's October, and everything works.
Skull.
And the skull,
And the
yeah.
skull. And this thing is...
Oh, God. I love how it just immediately turned on. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, there's a button. And
Oh,
the
okay.
things rotate. The battery's just almost dead.
Oh, okay. That's sick. I love that.
I was
Fantastic.
decorating for Halloween. So. I love Halloween.
Yep.
Yeah, that's me. I'm everywhere. And on Fridays, on the Infinite Podcast, on the Rich People the Biscuit. That's it.
Okay. Oh man, your excitement is just infectious.
It's been a long day.
I know. Yeah, no, I know. I literally haven't left my desk. I've been at my desk because I edited a video for like 6 fucking hours. I've never edited like that before. Oh my god, I've learned a lesson. Anyway, speaking of learning lessons and editing a lot forever, Damarco, where can people find you? You said a link.
Yeah, to a really, really hysterical video, Skeletor revealing the PS5 Pro. And he's like, he's
cool.
on stage and he's like, the first thing you'll notice is the lack of features that we're including. Noticeably, you'll first see you might be asking, where's the disk drive? We don't fucking know.
Oh, I love that.
Like, that video, I found that video is like it's exactly my humor, like the right amount of pausing. You first ask, we don't know. Like, it is absolute perfect timing, peak comedy. So that's the link I sent. Enjoy it if you need a chuckle and a laugh. Very, very funny. But they're like, they show the crowd, they're like, we're so excited to show it off, and then it like pans to the audience and there's people like it's
Love that.
beautiful. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter at Damarco Dude. I did a stream, which was cool.
Yeah, you're gonna make a return.
So there was.
So you're gonna make a video on Dragon Age.
There was some Damarco content that happened on Frostpunk, and I instantly got addicted to that game. And like I said, I beat it. I beat the story, all the chapters.
That's wild, man. That's wild.
If you highly recommend it. Like, I would solidly give it like a 9 out of 10 without thinking too much about what I would actually review it. Maybe if I like sat down and really, you know what, maybe like an 8. Maybe an 8, maybe an, I don't know, I need to play it on the other difficulties before I could actually give a final verdict, but fantastic game, highly recommend it, pretty fun story to it as well, great mechanics, and just play on not the easiest difficulty. It was too easy. It was genuinely too easy. I did not have a single resource I needed to worry about the entire time. I'm not good at strategy games like that, I'm really not, but I coasted my entire way through that whole game. Where I did not need to make use of the promises. I didn't really need to worry about what laws were passed. I didn't need to worry about the buildings. There was nothing I needed to worry about. So anyway, Frostpunk 2, phenomenal. Developers are super awesome. I like seeing their tweets about how excited they are about the performance and the reception that it's getting. So yeah.
Art
anyway.
is so good. The art in that game is just
the art is beautiful as well. And the
So
effects
good.
too, like you get to a segment of the game where like if people start getting pissed off and then just the whole screen goes black and like inky and just it's
That's
such
cool.
a cool thing to it. Yeah, it's super neat what they've done for a top-down strategy game, the way they've really kind of embedded, you know, the pressure in the way they do the HUD elements and stuff like that, which is all a testament to solid art direction. And the music is really good too.
Yeah. There you go, everyone. And you can find me at Red Wolf Renegade on Twitter, and that's in the description below. Give me a follow there. That'd be cool. Doesn't really affect anything. you don't have to do it. It's fine. And I have a video coming out. It's a review. If you love Stalker, post-apocalyptic games, I have a review coming out. And if you're listening to this at the end, I would really appreciate if you check it out, share it out whenever it comes out. The time, because man, that took so long to edit. But yeah, really passionate about the IP and just the overall genre of like the Stalker genre. Like I've become like a cult like member of like this very niche cult classic type genre. But there's a game that I fell in love with after I beat Dragon Age Inquisition, by the way. It was 124 hours. Oh my god, I cried so much. God, it was so good. Oh my god, the ending of that game with Trespasser, because I never played Trespasser. Oh my god, I was like, Damarco, do you know? Did you play Trespasser?
No, but I don't know anything about Trespasser, actually.
Okay.
I have made a pledge. I downloaded Inquisition. I played it a little bit today, a little bit. I'm going to do my best to get through that game and play nothing but that game. And I'm going to suffer through the hinterlands.
Don't just go. Just do. I will tell you after beating it again. Just do bare minimum. Do exactly what you need to do. Do not.
Holly needs to go.
Time.
All right. Well, Holly needs to end.
Just do what you need to do to get through that.
You could just go and you could finish.
No, we're done. We're done. Everyone, hit the like button on your way out, and we see you guys next week. Goodbye, everyone. Okay, I do this every time, and I can't. Oh shit! Shit! I'm trying to hit the button. There we go. What have I done? What have I done?
From your local scalper.
Just wanted